Huh.
Hey, Megan. Yeah, I just had to put the description in.
But yeah, I only got like a little bit of internet, and it basically sucks.
Love that.
Yeah, and I think we're live.
We are.
Yes, we are.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can I start this off by a nitpick?
No.
It's nothing really bad. It's just no. I got to. I got to get it off my chest.
Muting Rob now. Just kidding.
Yeah, don't mute me, please.
I've got the power. All of it.
All right. So I recently watched the new, was it Rise of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles?
I heard that show was kind of meh.
I'm going to say I like the art style, and they did something really different with this one where, they go for a more mystical aspect for the show. In fact, the reason that the turtles exist is because of this magician that combines Splinter's DNA, or when he was a human, to the turtles. And I guess somehow during the same time, he was also spliced with a rat. Doesn't make any sense to me, but whatever.
Megan asked if it's a new movie.
No, it's a TV show.
Yeah, it was made early 2019, I think.
Now, I will say, like, some of the characters. I mean, one of the appealing things about the turtles was the fact that they're like individually like their own character. But if you really look at the new ones, they're kind of all the same personality to some extent.
So more akin to the comics.
I wouldn't say that, because like with the comics, I mean it's black. It's a black and white like comic panel. So
No, it's not.
Like their
No,
personalities
the
were
original.
relatively
I know.
Their personalities were relatively the same. Only thing that really differentiated them was the weapons.
Yeah, because I have the comics from like the 80s. Oh, we dropped.
Oh, I'm talking about the old school comics, like the black and white ones.
Mm. Well, I hope my comics didn't get destroyed.
Here's hoping.
Because my basement apparently has a lot of mold in it, and a lot of it has mold. I'm just afraid to like all my stuff on there because I know my Game Gear's down there, and I think maybe my Genesis and my PS1 might be there from when my brother lived with us. If my PS1 there, I'd be so happy. But yeah.
Honestly, the whole mysticism way of how they're explaining the turtles being mutants, it sounds better, at least conceptually, than them being interdimensional aliens. Look, I'm talking about the Foxbox TMNT.
Yeah.
I know I'm the one hosting tonight, Sage, and I'll just take a tip from up. No.
I have curiosity.
We've gotta stick with the trend here, or the running joke.
I too am curious, but I do not want to move.
Cool video, Sage. Cool video.
Wait.
Very interesting.
Robert, you're muted, by the way. I don't know if you intentionally muted yourself.
okay, can you guys hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So, yeah, I forgot that I muted myself because I was taking care of the dog for a second.
Mm.
But I was gonna say, in terms of the show, it's visually appealing, and some of the fights are really cool looking. When it comes to choreography, the thing that I will say, for those who have not seen the show,
The modern show?
Yeah, Rise of the
Nope.
TMNT.
Yes. The final fight with they have a final fight with Shredder, and I'm just gonna say flat out, it rips off some of the designs and concepts for another show or an anime show.
Which one?
Oh, fuck it. Gurren Lagann.
Huh.
There's a point where Shredder turns into this giant robot. And no joke, it is like a 4-armed freaking robot to go against the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. And it is very similar in design to the Anti-Spirals.
So they're using Robo Shredder?
Mm-hmm.
Or Mecha Shredder?
Mecha Shredder.
I guess it's a mystical armor. As they try to make for this one. It's a mystical armor that apparently sucks out the souls and energy from other people that are ninjas.
They're taking from the recent live action TMNT movies.
Gosh.
Oh. Are you talking about the Michael Bay ones?
Yes. Where the armor was a mystical suit of armor that was highly technological.
That's stupid.
Yeah.
The ones with Megan Fox?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Also,
because it had tentacles that it could use to drain life force and shit. And could grow in size. It was, oh my god.
I don't remember that happening in the movie.
I was supposed to, but it was probably cut.
He grew in size. That stuff wasn't really used.
He just looked like a mini Transformer in the Michael Bay films.
Hey, well, Michael Bay did direct Transformers.
Mm.
So
Wait,
apparently,
speaking of which, hold on. You keep talking. Speaking of which.
Apparently the guy that did the most recent Ninja Turtles is the one that did the 2012 through 17 and like a kid's version for 2015. And surprisingly, the Penguins of Madagascar. I didn't even know this was a show. And God.
To add insult to injury.
Oh, no, I do.
There's a point where Donnie crushes Shredder with a giant drill.
Oh,
I'm not fucking
That
kidding.
scared
That
me.
actually happens in the show.
Wait. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Not sure how to feel about that.
where did you get that, MJ? I've seen that somewhere.
It's a DVD case.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, that's fucking lit.
It's
But all in all,
which one is it for?
all in all, I will say it looks appealing, but yeah, they totally ripped off Gurren Lagann.
I've seen most of the fight.
yeah.
at the end.
Revenge of the Fallen.
Oh, that was all right. That wasn't bad.
I got this
Revenge
from-
of the Fallen. I will say I like Megatron's look in that.
I got this from my brother. Oh wait, I forgot these kind of lift up too. But yeah, my brother just never took it. But I had it standing up back there, but Ash, being an asshole, knocking it down. But
Pretty nice Bumblebee case.
yeah, I got it at Best Buy like a long time
Oh,
ago.
nice.
Yeah. But I didn't learn until recently that the wings or the arm pieces still like expand even further. I thought it was just the arms itself, not like all of the other. I thought it was just like this rather than being that,
Oh.
or like that these moved up and down.
Oh, I know where I saw that. The local Hastings. Oh my god.
Yeah, they had a load of them.
How did I forget this?
Oh my gosh! You guys just for some reason reminded me of something else that I wanted to talk about tonight.
Oh,
The trailer for Monster Hunter.
Oh, do not mention this at this house, boy.
I repeat,
I
dear
swear
God,
to
why?
I
Oh.
have not seen it.
It's
Oh my god! I'm gonna say this. Okay, for the way it started out for me, especially with knowing that, oh my gosh, they're gonna fuck this up, is Mila Jovovich and a bunch of I'm assuming they're gonna be dinner
Mila
for the
Jovovich.
monsters. No, well, I said her name, but I'm saying the other people who I'm just gonna call the dinner platter for the monsters.
Yeah, the rest of her.
They're regular soldiers in our realm, and they do the whole freaking dimension hopping bullshit. Which I'm gonna say that was only cool when Geralt of Rivia did it for Monster Hunter World. It made sense.
Signed off on this.
Is it going to start off with her whispering or her talking softly about like this is a world like any other world you've ever seen? Like in all
Mila
the
Jovovich in a video game movie, more than likely.
They kind of did that, yeah.
She does it for all the Resident Evil ones. She did it for Ultraviolet. What else was she in? I don't know. Whatever else. Whatever other films that her husband directed.
Oh God! Please tell me her husband isn't directing this.
Her husband is Paul W.S. Anderson.
Yeah. Paul W.S. Anderson is doing this movie.
He's the one who made all the Resident Evil ones and the original Mortal
lead.
Kombat movie.
Now, I'm going to say the only thing that people are probably going to go to see this movie for, because it looks stupid as all hell, especially with the fact that it looks like they're just killing monsters. Like, you guys realize that there are some monsters in Monster Hunter, because I doubt these people watched them, like, played the games. You guys realize that some of those monsters are harmless. Some of them, aren't going to attack you unless you attack them.
Apparently, if he has played any, the earliest one he has played is Freedom Unite.
Freedom Unite. Oh God. Why do I remember this? Hold on. I swear to God.
I'm gonna say flat out, the only thing that people, especially fans, are probably gonna only go see or go to see the movie for are how good the monsters look. Because I saw a few of the monsters as well as their comparisons to the games, and holy shit, it is really detailed.
That is.
If the trailer is anything to go by, and this coming from someone who barely knows anything about Monster Hunter, how is it that they are portraying the Diablo as more dangerous than the Rathalos? That doesn't make any sense to me.
It just depends on the terrarium, because Rathalos is basically all around, but Diablos is sand-based, going underground to avoid attacks and basically all that junk.
Okay.
It's annoying to hunt at times, but it's pretty fun.
Heck, I saw on Twitter people were like applauding, like, look at her dual flaming swords. It's like, I don't give a fuck what weapon she has as long as she plays a good character and we actually have a good fucking movie.
Cool, dual weaponry. Awesome movie. 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
Well, she's using the dual blades or the fucking charge blades or whatever the fuck they're called.
Yeah.
But
I could have sworn those were lightning and not fire, but
they're both apparently, because there's several scenes where it shoots lightning and another scene where it shoots fire.
Like I said, the whole dimension hopping bullshit that they have that they're trying to pull, it's just a stupid concept for how they're trying to set up this movie.
Oh, let's not forget the punchline one of her squad members ended up saying.
Oh gosh.
What, are we Guardians of the Galaxy now?
And there was even Chris Pratt among them. Oh
no.
Yes.
I gotta look up that trailer again. I did not see Chris Pratt.
He was the Top Gunner.
Mother.
Exactly.
I'm sure. Thinking about it, I'm sure Chris Pratt was like probably looking at him like, "Bitch, you're no Guardian of the Galaxy."
But
That is such a stupid fucking line. I'm sorry.
Why does the great sword just look like a long sword? I don't like it. It's the big ass meat cleaver that you swing around and beat shit with, and now it's just the pokey stick. But the only reason I'm watching it is
now. I'm gonna say, I mean, to be fair, I'm gonna say that my first experience with Monster Hunter has been with Monster Hunter World, but to some extent, like, again, the only, like, as far as like dimension hopping for characters, the only one that I kind of thought was cool, especially when, again, involving Monster Hunter, was Geralt of fucking Rivia, the guy who already hunts monsters.
Yeah.
Not some randos who accidentally got into a freaking portal, who are part of, the U.S. military. And I'm sorry, we've done this how many times? No, actually, now that I'm thinking about it, it's a piss poor version of Stargate.
I won't fight you on that.
It's a piss poor version of Stargate with the Monster Hunter brand.
I get the feeling this movie is not gonna do that well,
Oh, you think?
or at least not be that good, is what I mean. But I'll still give it a watch when it comes to like Netflix or what have you.
I know it's gonna get pirated to hell and back.
Oh, more likely.
When's it come out?
Let me check.
Oh, and the funniest thing was it said in theaters. It's like, yeah, how many theaters are going to still be around?
December
some
the
of them
30th.
shutting down. What did it say? December 30th?
Yep, the day before Christmas, I think. Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
Well, theaters are already opening back up.
Really?
Yeah, as long as you wear a mask, and I think there's like a few spaces between people for seats.
Neat. I'm gonna see if
just started opening back up over here.
If that's the case, then I'm gonna see if the one that's closest to me, which is like a few blocks. Actually, it's one of those really nice ones where you can get, food and shit.
Like the one we talked about the other day.
Yeah.
That one, like one of those for here. We just got one not too long ago, but it's like a little under an hour away. There's two, and they're different directions, but they're both about an hour away. And I've only been to one for the very first time earlier it was for my birthday. So, but it wasn't on my actual birthday. But yeah, I think those are cool. I didn't even know those existed until fairly recently. Like alcohol in a theater, like even though I didn't drink or anything like that. But
I'm not big on alcohol being in a theater.
I mean, the option is nice.
I mean, it is, but then I'm just gonna say you have those people that overindulge and then they ruin the experience for everybody else.
Do any of those theaters that you have that have all that have like kid theaters too, like slides and ball pits and shit?
Have what?
Like slides.
What?
Like an actual slide, like playground slide?
Oh, I don't think so, no.
One of I'm not going to say where, but one of the ones that around here has like a couple rooms that are like kid theaters, even though there are regular movies that show that aren't like just for kids, but they have slides. Like, usually how like a theater, there's like two entrances. Once there for those, there's I believe only one entrance, and the other side has like a slide next to all the seats that kids can go.
Why? I don't get that.
I don't think they have ball pits because now that I think about it, that wouldn't make sense because those are kind of loud. But I don't know. I mean,
I don't get that. I don't get the idea when you're in a movie trying to enjoy a film, and usually their slogan is, to enjoy the film, there has to be quiet.
Mm-hmm.
Why the hell would you put a slide where children are more likely going to be loud?
I don't know. It was like I said, I didn't even know these kinds of theaters existed, let alone theaters that have like individual ones with slides in them.
Yeah.
I didn't know if that was something that was commonplace in other theaters around the country that are like that.
All I'm going to say, if that's a thing, then that's the first I've ever heard of it.
I'll send you a picture later.
Oh, this I got to see.
Yeah. Or if I don't forget it, I'll send it to you. But yeah, I'm sorry I couldn't get into the Monster Hunter conversation. I've never even played a single Monster Hunter game. I've wanted to. I wanted to play Monster Hunter World, but...
Yep, I just rewatched the thing. Chris Pratt is in the commercial.
Chris, why?
I've wanted to try World. Only one I have experience with is a little bit of one of the ones on PSP.
It's a good game series. It's just, hey, you see that big fucking thing? Kill it.
And then go kill it again. Farm its freaking its materials so that you can get better gear.
No, that's just optional. That's not a quest. You don't get anything for doing that. You just have to get it skin and then you get no money.
Hey, Vegan.
Hey, Vegan.
Hey, Vegan.
Fair point. It's just...
Yeah.
Doing that helps you survive later quests.
Yeah. Which I say a lot of the beginning armor's useless. Just wait until you fight something big. Like an Elder God or Elder Dragon. Pick for that.
Some of the designs for I think the thing that was appealing for me was some of the designs for some of the monsters.
Yeah, it's unique at times.
I think the one that really got like one of my favorites so far has to be that one because in World there's this monster they have that looks more like a bat, but as for one of its attacks, it puffs up its body.
Oh, you're talking about the preframe.
Yeah, I like that one.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. It has the
design-wise, I love it.
Yeah, I think it has 3 other versions, and it's just different colors.
Oh, nice.
Unlike the Wrath Lewis, who has 27, I think, and just different games, too.
And then there's that Bubble Dragon thing.
Bubble Dragon. Is it the same area?
I'm not sure. I can't remember the name.
Bubble Dragon. I don't remember Bubble Dragon.
But yeah, I kind of feel bad, and especially with Chris Pratt, it's like, dude, you've been in better movies, and you're actually gonna try to star in friggin' Monster Hunter.
I mean, maybe they thought it was not that much of a stretch because he was in Jurassic Park.
Oh God, that's right.
Probably because they just wanted to make that Guardians of the Galaxy joke. And then
I'm wondering if he would have been offended about that.
The weapon I preferred in the PSP Monster Hunter is in Monster Hunter World. Nice.
What weapon was it?
The hunting horn.
Hunting horn. I have not used it.
Yeah, it's more of a support weapon than anything.
Yeah, it's basically what is it called? You play music on it, and then you can heal, buff, other stuff like that, and then you can also do damage with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about, but I have not used it. I mainly
It's slow on attacking.
Yeah, I just mainly use hammers or sword and shield. That's about it. Or gun.
Me, I use the gun. It was like the heavy artillery gun.
The heavy bow gun?
Yeah.
With the full auto mode?
Yep.
Yep.
Though, at times when it takes forever to load, I have to be very careful. Because, oh gosh, it is a horrible time when you get hit by the monsters.
Yeah, it's just later in the game you get buffs, debuffs, and things like that. It's pretty cool. I like the game. We should probably move to a different topic. So we can all participate.
I'm good.
Oh, okay. I just felt bad for leaving you out.
No, you're good. I'm just doing other things. But I'm not mad or anything. But I was wondering if you guys wanted to play a game or something.
A game?
Mm-hmm.
I doubt I would be able to participate because I got the. I'm using my phone to do be part of the stream.
Mm.
Well, what kind of game did you have in mind?
Possibly like stick fight or something.
I wouldn't be able to join.
Mm.
I don't have Steam on the main side of my laptop. Only on the Windows side, and I can't currently connect any of my controllers to that side for some reason.
I know sooner or later they're going to be working on some wiring, and hopefully by then or around that time they can fix my internet. But until then, my internet's really shitty.
Yeah, we were talking about Monster Hunter briefly, Vegan, because the trailer for the upcoming movie is out.
So Rob, have you tried out Legends yet? Or no?
Legends? What do you mean?
Ghost of Tsushima.
Oh, I have not yet. Like I said, my PlayStation. That, and I've also been trying to finish Borderlands because the last week I've kind of been away from my computer.
Mm-hmm. I will say that I mean, I didn't play too much into it yet. Like, I only did a couple of the stories because I just did it with random people. And so I've leveled up a few times for the assassin class. But you have to do a tutorial. Like, you're by yourself, but you have to go through all 4 classes and like try out their moves, and they each have like a special, which is kind of cool. Like the samurai, if you use like 3 resolve, you can actually drain health from enemies.
Oh, nice.
Assassin allows you to go invisible and then attack or ambush 3 people with 1-hit kills. The Ronin allows you to heal all members of your party or heal your partner. And then the Hunter allows you to get 3 headshots at once.
That's pretty cool.
The Ronin also lets you summon a dog, which you can pet. Ghost dog.
Oh, nice.
It doesn't even look... It looks like more like a mini lion rather than a dog, though. Because because the life or the alive ones are all black, but all you see is like their outline for the spirit animal. But
yeah,
I played as the assassin because I thought I would do samurai because I'm just like hitting things till they die. But I tried out assassin, but I might try out other ones. But it's like I wasn't able to really talk with anyone while doing it, and one person had their mic on the whole time, and then we're eating something, so we're like chewing the entire time, and I had that out on my TV. I'm like, but I don't even really remember much of the story because it's just like waves, or you start an episode and then it tells a little bit of a story, like the Mythic Tales, and then you follow the objectives, killing people, and then you have to get these runes.
Can you guys hear me?
And yeah.
Right,
you have to get like these or destroy these like runic statues, and they're like 3 different colors. There's like orange, blue, and green. So moon, sun, and thunder or lightning. And if you like kind of hit the button for all those, or whatever one you use, like you get the sun one obviously would give you like flame damage. The lightning one would get you like electric or shock damage, and then the blue one, I don't remember what it does, but you can use those to defeat enemies. They're harder than in like the main game.
Real quick, MJ, did those dogs look anything more like this?
No.
No. Okay.
No, they looked like Fuck, what was the breed of the dog in the game? But you had to destroy the enemies, and then you keep moving through these like Torii gates, and like more of the story goes on, and you can revive somebody if they're down. And then there's bronze, silver, and gold, and those correspond to the difficulties. So bronze is the easiest difficulty, and then you can unlock the other ones. But bronze allows you for unlimited continues. Silver allows you for 3 continues, and then if you die 3 times, you're done.
Huh.
And then gold is 2 continues, but it's like kind of like either hard or lethal difficulty. But so far, I mean,
welcome.
It's fun.
Are you talking about the Boncar dog?
Yes, that's what I was just looking up.
Awesome.
Yeah.
But yeah, hey Bella.
Hey, Bella.
Buenos dias.
Here, hold on.
The Torii Gate though, from the redundant office of redundancy.
This is the dog.
Okay.
And you can pet him. Let's see, hold on.
Yeah, pet the dog rather than freaking kill it.
Yep.
Hey.
I was like, fuck, I don't want to kill these enemies. I'm just going to go pet this dog the whole time.
Yeah.
But yeah, there it is.
Yeah, I got it. Yeah, because we were talking about it. I don't remember if I talked about it on stream, but it was really funny interaction when I started using the ghost mode.
Mm-hmm.
There were a couple dogs coming after me, and then I used ghost mode, and as soon as they come near me, like, oh, fuck that shit. Just walk away is what they do.
I almost deleted my save file when I was trying to do New Game Plus. Because I mean, I couldn't tell like which one was mine because I had so many different save files, so I couldn't tell which was the one that I 100%ed everything or the one that I just started on lethal difficulty or what. And I almost deleted my fully completed one.
Oh gosh.
And it took me a few tries to finally figure out which one it was, and then I just started New Game Plus last night, and right from the get-go, like the horse is cool, but like because since you have the digital deluxe edition, or wait, does the new horse come with for Legends for everybody? I don't know. The black horse, the red tail mane, comes with its own saddle, and then okay, so in the beginning of the game where you find that first haiku, like that, where you plaster all that pampas grass and you're like waving your hand across it.
Yeah.
In the center, there's like cherry blossom trees, and where you find your like the first haiku spot. That's where you find that blind merchant, or not blind, mute. He doesn't talk, but you basically can get outfits. Like you can get Ryozo's outfit, and I think you can get Kenji. Which one's the merchant? Kenji, the kind of shitty drunk one.
Yeah, Kenji.
Yeah, you can get his outfit.
Kenji was one of my favorites.
I liked him too. There's even a new skin for the Fundoshi, or like the basically the naked one.
Oh gosh.
That's what I'm trying to save up those flowers for. I want to see him in a fancy loincloth this time around.
So kind of like did what you were doing already with where he was in nothing but his underwear.
Mm-hmm. Oh, if you guys,
I still think they should have done a really cool interaction where he's what's his name? Kodokan.
Mm-hmm.
If you're fighting him with nothing but no armor, just just in your underwear. I think it would have been great if they did an interaction like, how could I have been killed by a man wearing nothing but his underwear?
For those of you in the chat that don't, or for those of you that haven't played the game, this is what I mean by Fundoshi. It's actually my background for my desktop. Hold on. That. And there's also a new bucket head too that I'm trying to get.
That's nice.
It's a fancy one.
This is coming up Friday. I might be able to grab it because I've been wanting to play this game.
He's behind me too, the Jinsakai Pop that I have, the bloody one. But yeah, I recommend that game. It's amazing.
Yeah, Ghost of Tsushima is really awesome.
The Perfect Man. Yeah. Yeah. And the thing is like, it's just so funny to see him running around naked and beating the crap out of people.
Oh, yes, they call him the street.
Yep, I was just thinking of George Carlin.
Wait, George Carlin?
Wait, no, who sang The Streak? Hold on. Yeah, he sang The Streak. Ray Stevens, sorry, Ray Stevens.
There you go.
Hey, George Carlin's cool too.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Oh man.
But we should also congratulate Bella because she became affiliate on Twitch.
Yep.
Oh, nice. Congratulations.
Yeah, I hadn't been on Twitch in a long time, but on my phone, like, because I updated to the new iOS, and so I have like various widgets, and it showed that she was live. So I was like, oh, fuck it, I'll check it out. And Aiden had told me that she recently made affiliate, so I was like, oh, cool. But she was streaming earlier today, and if you guys don't follow her, her channel link is I'll just put it in the chat. Twitch.tv/Lovein1, right, Bella?
Shout out to Bella's Twitter. Twitch.
Mm-hmm.
Gotta love MJ typing stuff in under the group channel name.
Yeah.
People thinking it's
All the good things happen when I'm under the Novakast name. And I'm
actually gonna use
hosting.
her own account.
Oh, by the way, I still want to post that video because I haven't posted it yet for Onision saying goodbye.
Goodbye.
2 minutes, yeah, because he did another goodbye video. 2 minutes later, is Onision a dad? I think a few days.
Last week, didn't you?
Huh?
You talked about that last week.
Briefly.
Mm.
And then I'm assuming a few days after that, dear Chris Hansen, and then 45 minutes ago, as we're doing the stream, Eugenia Cooney needs our help.
Another Eugenia Cooney video?
All I'm gonna say about this is, Greg, Eugenia Cooney doesn't need your fucking help. Or if anything, let me rephrase. Doesn't need anything from you. You sick, twisted fuck.
You need to get a grip on reality.
Back to reality pop. That's not happening.
Mom spaghetti. Yeah, I have no idea what goes on with the guy.
And all I can say is, it seems like the only person that was able to get her help, unfortunately, was shamed for doing so.
Wait, Jacqueline?
Yep.
Yeah. I did respond to, I don't typically respond to comments on your videos as much as I used to, but I did maybe like a week ago or so, give or take. And no shade to the person who left the comment. I think they're really cool. But I've seen other people say this too, so that's why I'm kind of bringing it up. It's not anybody that's in the chat right now or really watches our podcast, but they had said that like Jacqueline is no better than Onision and that she's a narcissist and wants all the attention for Eugenia, when no, that wasn't the case.
Yeah, that wasn't the case.
She made a video saying, hey, like, stop, because Eugenia wants nothing to do with me. And we did this privately. We tried to handle things privately. People that were trying to go public about it, we didn't want them to because it would ruin things. And then they're like, oh, well, I've also heard people say like, oh, well, Jacqueline's just jealous that Eugenia, is so sweet and all this other bullshit, and is jealous of Shane in his documentary on her.
I don't think, and I don't know why people think that. If anything, I would assume it probably adds to the hurt, if anything.
And the fact that she talked to Katie Morton about Eugenia, and that is what she's like suggested. But Eugenia's not mad at Katie, even though Katie was the one that gave that advice.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that Katie's a bad person or anything like that, but it's just like, the whole thing is I just don't think that Jacqueline Glenn's a narcissist. I think she cared about her friend and was scared, for her health and safety. And so as were everybody after seeing her in that Kyrie cosplay.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, yeah, I can understand that being very traumatic for Eugenia. And I can understand why she's angry or really hurt by what they did, because it is so traumatic. But I don't think that they did it with any bad intentions.
I second that. I don't think it was under any bad intentions. It was for, very good intentions, where they were just, concerned about somebody that they care about, somebody who they consider a friend.
They basically did what they needed to do.
Unfortunately, yeah, because, I mean, from what it sounds like, it's not just Eugene. I mean, when it comes down to everything that was going on, there was a lot of speculation when it comes to her family, particularly her mother, that was possibly the cause of Eugenia Cooney's current condition. And I'm saying condition so I can be a little bit sensitive about the whole thing.
Yeah. I don't really talk much about her. If I do talk about Eugenia at all, I don't really bring up the mother too much. I mean, I guess I don't want to give my opinion on it. I don't really have a solid one. But like, I know lately the videos that Eugenia's been posting, it does look like she's lost weight again.
Yeah.
And the comments are always like a battleground between, either like, goodbye, Eugenia, I can't take this anymore, you're enabling me, or like, oh, you look so great. For some people who have an eating disorder, like saying things like, oh, you're so skinny, that, or like, eat something, like that can be turned in some of their minds. They see that as like, oh yes, it's working, like I look good, it's validation, rather than being like, hurt by like mean comments.
Yep.
Because like if you look at her last few videos, they're try-on hauls. And I'm not saying that she shouldn't do them, but it comes with kind of the territory when you do things like that. I just hope that I wish her all the best. I've never dealt with an eating disorder myself, but yeah, I mean, Greg, he's the one that's like, oh yeah, he feels like he saved her life. Like,
yeah, and it's funny when people claim that Jacqueline Glenn is as bad as Onision. Mm-hmm. It's like, I look at it this way. It's like, looking at like their takes of Eugenia Cooney, getting the help she needed. Jacqueline Glenn at this point almost to tears because she ended up losing a friend because she wanted them to get the help they needed.
Mm-hmm.
And unfortunately had to take drastic measures.
She feels bad about what she did.
But she said she would do it again in a heartbeat.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Yeah. And then Greg, who takes this whole thing and then tries to make it out as if he's the one that did it.
That's some like narcissism.
Taking credit.
Yeah, she did not try to take credit for that. She was apologizing profusely.
Yeah.
But wasn't one of his videos kind of like, we did it, we saved her, or something like that?
At one point, yes.
I mean, sure. I'll give him the credit that he brought more attention to it.
I mean, no offense, especially since we are talking to a guy that, will take an inch, will be given an inch to take a mile. Yeah. I would not give him the credit. Because if anything, it added with some of the things that he's done and said. I think if anything, it added to the harm when it came to the whole situation with Eugenia.
Not to mention when she told him.
If memory serves, didn't Eugenia didn't his trying to take credit get brought up to Eugenia, and she's like, I don't even care anymore. I've tried numerous times to tell him to leave me alone. I'm just gonna ignore him from now on. Let's not bring him up anymore.
Even though Onision, in the live stream, actually said he'd stop if she'd write him an email, even though that was on.
That was the point I was going to bring up, and it's interesting the fact that especially when it comes to interaction with another person, Greg can't take no for an answer.
Yeah, narcissists. Don't ever think that a narcissist will do anything out of the kindness of their own heart.
No.
There is, most of the time, I would say about 99% of the time, they are doing it with some ulterior motive.
Or self-gratification.
And Greg himself has stated before that he has a hero complex.
I thought it was God complex.
He's said both.
And pretty much kind of making mention of his very, very terrible book.
Yeah.
Social workers and clinicians would never brag. I mean, 1, it's confidentially, or it's unethical. 2, confidentiality. 3, it's not about you.
Yeah, it's about the person getting help.
It's okay. I mean, when I first started in the MSW program, I remember the first class I took, and one of the topics of discussion was, is it okay to be to want to become a social worker because it makes you feel good? And most of the class said no, that it's not okay. And I'm like, okay, well, I disagree. I mean, obviously you want to do something that you have a passion for, that you care about. At the same time, you don't want to if you're going into social work to make yourself, or because you think that'll make you feel good, you're in the wrong fucking profession.
I was gonna isn't that stressful? Because the cases
highly. Especially if you're doing clinical, it's extremely stressful.
And I can relate to that since I work in
right. You and I both had experience in this.
No, I'm going to say this flat out, especially when it comes to now. I'm going to look at this, especially with Eugenia Cooney possibly relapsing, because we were mentioning the fact that she was possibly kind of reverting back to old behavior. Something that Greg doesn't understand, because I mean, even though he claims repeatedly that his spouse has a degree in psychiatry, psychology, that the thing he probably doesn't understand is the fact that, when it comes to people's habits, or when it comes to, what they deal with to the day-to-day, whether it be drugs or eating disorders or whatever, more than likely that person may end up relapsing if something triggers them.
Mm-hmm.
They try their best to not let it happen, but there are a lot of cases, and I can say this, and I'm not going to use any examples. There are those people that, when they go through a program, or they, think they're better for a bit, they do fine, but then end up relapsing to old behaviors. And if anything, if Eugenia Cooney is reverting back, then more likely she is relapsing.
When it comes to the whole issue of relapsing, there's such a stigma behind it. And I know it adds a lot of pressure to the person that is relapsing. But relapsing is actually very common, if not normal, when it comes to addiction.
Exactly.
And even, like EDs, like anorexia and bulimia. But it's harder to kind of open up about those things if you're relapsing, because a lot of times people feel like I fucked up. I let myself down. I let other people down. And so it just becomes more rough. Back when I used to do kind of social work stuff, like I remember one of my mentors said that, and I agree with him, about how it's hard to give up things too. Because he used the example of somebody saying, like, if somebody said to the person that's an addict or what have you, like, oh, if you truly loved me, you would stop. It's not that simple.
No, it's not.
Mm-mm.
As someone who, has dealt with addiction itself, like...
it's up to the person who's suffering the addiction to stop.
Yeah.
And
pulling that...
Or get help.
Pulling that card, not cool, because that makes it more likely for them to stress out to the point that they relapse.
A perfect analogy is like the if you guys have watched Lucifer, when they make... I'm sorry?
I said, duh.
Anyways, the way they explain hell in the show is it's a prison of their own making. There's no jailer. There's no and there's no locked doors. If the person wanted, they can leave at any time. But unfortunately, due to their own guilt, they force themselves. Yeah, and they force themselves to stay. So in a sense, you have these people that either they when they relapse, they feel guilty. They end up going back to their old addiction, because to some extent that's or for mass majority of it, it's the only thing they know. And and at this point, it's the easy way out. That's the unfortunate fact about it.
Like, I wish it was that easy. And other people, like when it comes to like drug and alcohol addiction, people say, "Oh, like it's just like the flu." No,
it's not.
Absolutely not.
Yeah, no.
Horrible. Horrible.
That's like telling someone dealing with depression or anxiety to just get over it.
Yeah. I hate that. Stop being anxious. Okay. Done.
Heck, and I mean, there are times where, especially for people who suffer from anxiety or depression, I mean, for a lot, it's something that you can't just let go easily.
Yeah, and I'm one of those people that has a hard time letting things go.
Yeah.
It's kind of a character flaw of mine, that, and when I hold a grudge, I really hold a grudge.
Bella brought up a good point.
Besides Captain Save-A-Ho complex?
Huh?
She said Captain Save-A-Ho complex down there. I liked that.
She disagrees to a point concerning the feeling good about what you do.
Mm-hmm.
Says you need to feel good about what you do, but not as the only reason or main reason.
Yeah, and that's what I was saying earlier. Like, yeah, it's good if you feel good about it, but if you're doing it for like going into it for like self-gratification purposes, then you're in the wrong fucking profession. It is one of the highest rates of turnover and burnout. Like, it's kind of rare to see somebody in the same position for like decades. Usually, so like somebody that's in the clinical field, that isn't like private practice or anything like that. You see them often switching professions every few years. And anxiety can be something like, I remember, what was it before? A few months ago when Keemstar said that anxiety wasn't real. It's
No,
just
that was
a sign of
Logan
weakness. It was Keemstar.
Was it Kim? I remember Logan Paul saying that.
Yeah, because he said anxiety isn't real. That it's just people who are lazy and weak or something like that.
No, that was definitely Logan Paul because I remember that. It was on a podcast.
It was Keem.
It was
What?
Keemstar.
Yeah,
Yeah, it
Keem
was Keem.
definitely said it.
He said it on Twitter.
Oh, okay. It was Twitter then.
I mean,
'Cause I remember.
Keemstar is kind of like Trump sometimes when it comes to tweets.
Yeah, it was a Twitter video he made.
He doesn't filter himself and kind of makes himself look like a dipshit
Yeah.
when he says something that really emotionally affects people.
Because it pissed me off. Because, I mean, it's not like I want to have anxiety. You know, I have social anxiety, yet I teach students for a living, social work and sociology. But social anxiety in general can be crippling.
I mean, and here's
currently fucking myself over, but I'm not going to say in what ways.
So, hey, and here's a point. What about? I mean, because I doubt this guy will ever watch the videos. It's like, what about people that suffer depression after losing a loved one? What about after they've had to go through a horrible breakup or divorce? Are you just going to tell them to get over it? Are you just going to, shame them for feeling the way they feel? It's not as simple as you want it to be.
Yeah.
I wish things were like.
I mean, me too.
Issues.
But it's not.
Like, I get anxiety attacks all the time, and they're never fun. And it's just like my mind is in a constant loop. And then I start to do or avoid doing certain things, like, for example, checking emails on a certain account because I'm scared of what I'll see.
Yeah.
Maybe somebody says that I fucked up on something. And I don't want to see because sometimes it's a bad habit, but I do this for like once in a while where I will email somebody something, like if I'm feeling bad or I think they're mad at me or something like that, I'll email them like this long ass email and then I'll send it and then I'll turn off notifications or delete the app from my phone so I can't see them respond back. And that's not a good thing to do, but yeah, but telling people it's not as easy of like, or because I just said I can't check emails. Check your emails. I mean, one of the things about anxiety is like exposure therapy, and I don't know. I used to be on like Xanax and shit, but they always made me too sleepy.
Yeah, and I know it's heavily doused in sarcasm, but yeah, sure. Let me just flip this off switch for you.
I mean, it's why I smoke weed, because it actually helps me. And even though it's legal here, there's still a stigma behind that too. But my anxiety up and down, depression sometimes gets worse. And I do talk to my therapist. Speaking of which, there's another stigma behind that of therapists having their own therapists.
Oh, hey, can I before you start that? Can I mention something? Because you mentioned smoking weed.
Mm-hmm.
Something really interesting is like I'm not a hardcore drinker because I would casually drink, especially like to calm my nerves like after a hard day of work.
Mm-hmm.
But where I'm at, that was something I can't do, or at least I can't run off to go do, especially COVID. So like recently, I just I started taking like doing vaping, and it was weird because a few people were asking me like, "Why are you starting vaping? You don't smoke." And it's like, even though I on occasion would smoke cigars on rarest occasions, but I pretty much told them it's basically I'm just trying to pick the lesser of two evils for me. Either I can drink or I can, use a vape, which
And
between
not all
the two.
vape or like e-liquids have nicotine in it.
Yeah.
And like I have another piece that has CBD in it, and there's no nicotine or anything like that. It's just straight up CBD, which I also will sometimes use for anxiety reasons. But
yeah. But like all in all, in fact, I bought, heck, and like I said, I barely use them. Like I bought 3 that I haven't even touched yet, and it's been like almost a month.
Mhm.
What did I buy? Tangerine ice, banana ice, and leshy ice. So I'm gonna try one of those because I think I lost my mint ice that I purchased again a month ago.
Are they
That I
what
was using.
do you use? Like a disposable?
Yeah, I just use the disposables.
Are they
I'm not-
the other ones that are like this big? Are they called ice or whatever?
Yeah, hold on. Oh, sure. I'm not. So, something like that.
Oh, a puff bar. Okay.
Yeah.
Because I know over here they got rid of flavored disposables.
Yeah, actually, there. I know where I'm at. They're trying. People have. I've noticed people like almost out of every single store I go to, trying to
Sorry.
have people sign a petition so that way they don't make vapes illegal.
Mm. Bella.
So.
Bella's trying to get Aiden to go to bed.
Oh gosh.
Because he looks so tired right now. Are we allowed to talk about drama here? Of course you are, Philip. What's up? Yeah, I've been using the same one for a while. It's called Grizzly Apple Cool from California grown e-liquids. And I think it's great. And the one I want to get again is grape. But the little disposable one I have is like pineapple lemonade, which is pretty good. But yeah, they don't sell the flavored cartridges or pods anymore. You can get it in e-liquid form, like for tanks, but not the disposables. They stopped that. Because JR now uses the like rich tobacco flavored one, which isn't, I mean, it's not that bad. But then again, I used to smoke for a long time or smoke cigarettes. So to me, it's like, oh, it's kind of like smoking a cigarette, but
Yeah.
But yeah, vaping did help me quit smoking cigarettes. And then I've been slowly going down on the nicotine level. So hopefully I can get down to 0. Because I would eventually like to be drug-free.
Once Texas legalizes and we get some stores here, I plan to get some freaking CBD pens and whatnot.
You should be able to get CBD now.
Oh, yeah, but I can't get really CBD pens, and I don't have an e-cigarette to get the vape juice.
CBD is, if it doesn't have any THC in it, this is a bad thing to say, but kids can actually buy it.
Yeah.
You can find them at any drugstore. You can find them at like checkout counters of stores and what have you. But
man,
don't yay me yet. I'm not there yet. But Philip, what did you want to bring up? I haven't seen you in a while in here, so welcome back.
Just opening my door.
So, Rob, do you see my bookshelf? I finally got it up and stuff's on it now.
Yeah, I see it.
Yeah.
Everything's all where it needs to be.
Not really, not yet. I gotta reorganize my books because I just put them up there because they were on the ground right next to me. And Ash just kept like sitting on them or biting the covers of them. I wanted to kill her when she started biting into my Fable box. What do you guys think about the Driven Industries, aka Eric B. Zink situation? I don't know what's going on with that. I did see somebody made a video on him. I've never spoken to the guy myself, but I know who he is.
I
don't know what's going on. What's going on?
Driven Industries.
Okay.
He's a mental health channel.
Oh, okay.
Gosh.
Hey, Comfort Doll. Welcome back. Haven't seen you in a while either.
Hello.
Thanks. My life's been very busy lately. So many things have been going on. Yeah, same here for us too.
And all of us.
I was surprised that all my books fit, but I still have my academic journals I got to put up there, and these are all my academic books. My personal books, like just regular casual reading books, are in my other room. But I didn't think all of those would fit. But I do want to get another bookshelf. I don't know if I want to get the same one like that and stack it right next to it and put all my consoles. Because I have like my Game Gear, my other the original Super Nintendo. I believe like my PS1's in the basement. I got my PS2, Xbox, Nintendo 64. I want to display all that. And then what I'm going to do with that closet right here, those Mario decals that I was showing you guys before.
Yeah.
Like the old school Mario. My closet's basically going to be a Mario level. And then the trim of it, I plan to do is take some like Pac-Man decals around the trim, and then I'm going to take either LED strip lighting or like tiny little puck lights or tea lights, and make those be like the little balls for Pac-Man, and then try to get either a plastic like Pac-Man, Inky, Blinky, Pinky, and Clyde, and have those light up too, because I want to make this room kind of different colors and.
Inky, Blinky, and Clyde, but what about the fourth one?
Pinky? Inky, Blinky, Pinky, and Clyde.
Okay, I thought you only said 3. My bad.
Nope. I was going to get the Pac-Man decals for my walls, but I think because the decals themselves are black, like the balls are, I don't know how well it would show up on like this dark blue of the wall. So, but hold on, I can actually show you the decals. Because I guess you can remove them too and put them somewhere else, which is kind of cool. But yeah. So like that.
Oh, that looks cool.
Wait, what?
These smell funny.
That's pretty cool.
Why?
MJ.
And then, like, a bunch of brick ones.
Look at the.
I just gotta figure out how I want to lay
can't hear
these
us.
all out because they're individual stickers.
Oh, she took her headphones off.
And if you are responding to me, I can't hear you. I'm using JR's little fishing station for my stuff for the moment. But thank you, Bella. I look forward to it. Let's see. But yeah, if Philip's still in here, can you tell us what's going on with Driven Industries? If you didn't say it already, I just missed it.
He didn't say anything about it.
Okay. Anyone interested in the new Baldur's Gate game coming out?
I saw the trailer for that. It looks really cool.
I haven't watched it.
Yeah, I haven't
There's
watched
some
it
kind of
either.
with like some Cthulhu monster rampaging through, and it's this kind of like H.P. Lovecraftian-esque ship, which I thought was kind of.
We're probably dealing with some mind flayers.
Yeah, that's actually what I thought it was. Because I was looking it up, and yeah, it was Mind Flayer.
'Cause that's what the mind flayers were based on, were Lovecraftian.
I need to finish playing Call of Cthulhu.
Isn't there different endings in that game?
There is.
And none of them are good?
I find it interesting.
Well, okay.
that-
It depends, because there is one particular good ending, but in a sense, it's more bittersweet.
Mm.
I find it interesting in regards to Baldur's Gate 3 that apparently after you create your character, you're then asked a series of questions primarily to gauge what attracts you. you're basically creating a second character that will be your character's love interest.
Huh. That sounds cool.
Right.
The only games I'm looking forward to are Little Hope that comes out in a couple weeks, which is like the second game in the Dark Pictures anthology, the first one being Man of Medan, which I still need to play. Miles Morales is coming out next month, which is also going to be on the PS4.
Is that going to be like a Spider-Man game, or am I just getting...
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the next Spider-Man game.
Next month,
Forbidden West is coming out next year, which I'm really excited about. And then the other one is Black Myth Wukong. That looks really cool.
Wait, for the
after...
PS4? Oh, sorry, Rob.
I was going to say next month I'm playing Cyberpunk.
Oh, I was watching more of those trailers because at first I was like, yeah, it looks kind of cool. But then I realized that it's only first person mode except for driving in cutscenes. And I was like, I don't know how I feel about that because usually first person games make me nauseous.
Yeah.
After a while, but
first,
I mean, do you know what route you're going to go for or what path?
I'm not sure yet. I've only
Nomad, Street Kid, and Corpo.
I'm not sure. I think I'm just gonna let. As soon as I get the game, is when I'll decide.
I still might get it, but I mean, we'll see. I mean, I've said this before, like, oh, I'm not really too interested in playing it. And then fucking Rob he'll go in Discord like, this game's fucking awesome. And I'm like, oh, I guess I'll check it out. And then it's like, this is my favorite game of all time. Because this happened to me twice already.
No, well, the reason I'm for it is because it's from one of my favorite gaming.
The tabletop game? Or the game company?
No, I was game company.
Oh, CD Projekt Red?
Yep.
I didn't know that Cyberpunk was based on a tabletop game. Did you guys know that?
I think I heard about that briefly.
Based on the tabletop game.
Cyberpunk.
And Keanu's character, Johnny, is in all of the lore, apparently.
Yeah, he's a ghost, essentially. He's a
Pretty much.
rocker ghost. And I guess he has the most dialogue aside from the main character in the game. So it's not like he's going to be, when like people hype up celebrity cameos in video games and you only see them for like 2 seconds.
And they kind of suck half the time.
But I guess he's going to be basically in the entirety of the game.
I'm going to say that's going to be awesome. And again, I would love it if he made comments about some of his past work.
I know Kung
Just
Fu.
as Easter eggs. Yeah, like I know Kung Fu. I once walked into a bar and killed a guy with a pencil.
Keanu Reeves.
She didn't say that she had to pee. She said her doggos had to pee.
Oh.
Hold on. Philip Chandler says, the reason why I asked about Driven Industries because I used to... Wait, scroll up.
Actually, I can totally...
Hold on. I used to be a supporter and friend, and it really sickens me when I found out about his true intentions behind the scenes. You said you made 2 videos about him? I'll have to check them out later.
About Keanu?
No, about Driven Industries.
Yeah.
But what about Keanu?
I could totally see, like, one thing I could definitely see him doing is what he did for the E3. You're breathtaking.
I noticed that it said that on the pole bunker. No, it's you're breathtaking.
That's right.
I don't know much about Keanu aside from just The Matrix and John Wick.
And it's funny because I'm going to say this right now. I didn't get that joke because somebody said that to me once. And I was doing the reactions for the Devil Artemis stuff, and they made that joke where he's like, I once saw him kill a Saiyan with a pencil, a fucking pencil.
That's from
John Wick movies are definitely worth a watch.
As I've said before, I haven't watched them yet, for one specific reason.
Yeah, and that only happened. That's only dealt with in the first one.
I know.
Actually, and I just saw that. I just saw that scene.
I thought you'd.
And I think the thing that goes that
Sorry.
gets that goes above and beyond with like trying to overhype John Wick is like, oh, John Wick isn't the boogeyman. He's the guy that you would hire to kill the fucking boogeyman.
Yeah.
He's the fucker that was sent to kill the boogeyman.
It is kind of funny that he plays as like a former rocker or Johnny Silverhand in Cyberpunk when he actually had, or I don't know if his band still exists in real life, but his band Dogstar.
Oh yeah.
It's not good.
Oh gosh.
I didn't know Keanu had a band.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What he did?
I think he still does, but the band's called Dogstar.
Yeah, that sounds
all
really
one word.
terrible.
Oh, no problem, Philip.
You're welcome. I mean, I don't know if we can. Random people post links in the chat for us for this channel, or no? Did I set it up the other way? But
I think they have to be approved, but
mm.
I can't really look at any of it because I'm
Oh wait, I just showed it on the stream. There it is. Thanks for reading my copy.
Oh, and actually looking at my frozen tabs, because I guess Nostalgic did a review of The Stand. Did you know they're making a reboot of that?
The Stand?
It's been in the works for years now, but yeah.
What is The Stand?
Stephen King's The
It's
Stand.
Stephen King story where
okay, gotcha.
and for the TV special, it's set up where a virus, I guess a deadly version of the cold, has been released on humanity, and on a small select few of people are immune. And
is that an entire Stephen King book, or is that like just a?
It's a book.
Yeah.
And apparently this is more of.
Is the name of the book Night Shift or something like that?
No, it's called The Stand.
Oh, okay.
Haven't seen Constantine.
Constantine was okay. It was an alright movie.
Peter Stormare.
And again, I mean, this was back when I didn't know anything about the character.
Yeah, I know Peter Stormare is in it, and he's also in John Wick.
Yep.
Like Constantine. Like,
Mm-hmm.
Is that
Movie.
the one where Keanu was Constantine himself?
Yes.
John Constantine.
I didn't see it.
It was good.
The last Keanu movie I watched was Johnny Mnemonic. Don't. It's bad. But
Johnny Mnemonic was bad.
Yeah, the only reason why I watched it was because I watched the very first Cyberpunk 2077 trailer. Because I was like, man, this kind of looks like Johnny Mnemonic. And I mean,
still plan to watch it.
If you like kind of like a cheeseball 90s movie, then go for it. But it's just bad. But I don't know if it's as bad as his dialect in Interview. Wait, is it? No, not Interview with a Vampire. Bram Stoker's Dracula.
There you go.
Have you ever heard him talk or speak in that movie? It's like a really, really bad British accent.
Oh man.
That sounds scary. Can't wait
By
to
the way,
watch it.
Hey, guys. I was just thinking about it. Let's say, for instance, in Cyberpunk 2077, you get Keanu's character as like a companion.
You do.
Well, I'm saying like for a mission, I want him to, like, since we're talking about Constantine, let's say like you guys are in a dark room and he says something along the lines of "Into the light, I command thee." To reference
I guess he's with you most of the game.
Now, honestly speaking, as far as references to his previous works go, I see that more being along the lines of achievements or trophies.
Oh, for like something for an achievement.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that would actually be kind of cool, because it's more like using like the titles for the achievements or trophies. would be like more references to
Yeah.
his past. Okay, I could see that. That'd be
I
kind
wonder
of cool.
if his band was called Wild Stallions or Wild Stallion in the
I
game.
can't wait. I really, huh?
I'm making a joke. I was like, because since he's a rocker
Yeah.
in Cyberpunk, I was like, I wonder if his band was called Wild Stallion.
I really can't wait to be able to watch the third movie.
It's on Hulu.
I don't have it.
I'll give you my stuff later.
Okay.
That'd be kind of cool.
Or you could just pirate it.
Well,
Nah, I like the Bill and Ted movies enough. I do not want to pirate them.
I know. I think the first two are on Netflix or YouTube for free.
Bogus
know.
Journey is still my favorite of the two.
I still like the first one better. And the one I just keep remembering Ziggy Piggy, Ziggy Piggy. Napoleon just eating a shit ton of ice cream.
It was a good it was an interesting like history lesson of sorts.
Mm-hmm. Oh, babes. You've never seen any of the Bill and Ted movies? They're good. I mean, Bogus Journey is good. I just like the first one better. And I like that, or wait.
What was it they gave death? Was it an atomic wedgie?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Too bad. I don't think George Carlin, wait, when did he pass away?
Oh, goodness.
Because he was like, I really loved his character in the films. In the Bill and Ted films.
His character was great.
And what was it? Joan of Arc was like blasting music in a mall or something like that and got kicked out. And then they went to a water park and what was it? Napoleon was wearing floaties or some shit. But they're good movies. I mean, you should check them out since you haven't seen them, Comfort Doll. They're actually pretty good.
Yeah.
I mean, your typical like 80s comedy. Gosh, I don't remember too much about the plot for this. Wait, the second one has the clones, right?
I
Like
want
evil
to say,
version for Bill and
yeah,
Ted?
they had to deal with like,
Or they're like robots
yeah,
because they died,
mm-hmm.
and so they were playing what was it, checkers or chess with death?
Oh, they played all kinds of games with them.
But
They played about 2 or 3 games with them.
I just remember chess. Can't remember the other two then.
But I'll never forget the ending scene, ending concert in the second movie, where they played "God Gave Rock and Roll to You."
Yeah. See, all I can keep thinking of is
Yes, the freaking thing that Wild Stallions became famous for.
Yeah.
It was a symbol of peace.
See, I heard the third one's good. And I don't think you have to pay to watch it on Hulu.
That's good.
Because I remember seeing it before. I think I added it to my list or something like that. I don't really watch Hulu as much anymore. Some things or some aspects of Hulu bother me.
Understandable.
Like where you have to log into the desktop version of it, and if you haven't been on the mobile version in a while, which is dumb.
Oh goodness, I haven't watched Howard the Duck in ages.
I just watched that yesterday.
You have like both Netflix and Hulu?
I have Netflix, Hulu, DC Universe, Funimation, Verve.
Jesus.
I have a lot of them. And Aiden has access to most of them.
This is why they used to use Kiss Anime.
Kiss
Yeah,
I can't.
but
Creepy site.
I still use that too. Hey,
Sadly,
just
it's been shut down.
No, has
It's
it?
been shut down.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it's been shut down for like I think a little over a month now at this point.
Oh, because I watched it about a month ago then.
Yeah, copyright.
Nope, there you
Yeah,
go.
I might have to do it now.
They went hard on on a majority of the sites that do that.
Surprised
Yeah.
watch cartoons can get it.
Yeah.
It was like some, if I'm right, it was like some new Japanese laws that like finally gets caught up to like, well, the internet now. Being
And
able to
like honestly, it is surprising Watch Cartoons hasn't been taken down. You're right, Ronnie, because a lot of the mirrors for their anime,
Rob drop.
yeah,
Oh,
a
man.
lot of the mirrors for their anime and whatnot were from Kiss Anime, or in terms of like their cartoons or animated movies, what have you. It was from
Hey,
like
don't-
Kiss Cartoon.
Hey,
Yeah.
don't spill the beans. Otherwise, you're gonna give them the idea of taking that down next.
Okay, I'm back.
It could be just because Watch Cartoon is, I think, only has servers in USA and
Jeez.
some others, but not a lot in Japan apparently.
I heard rumors that they're working on either a fourth Blade movie or they're rebooting Blade.
I think they're talking about a reboot.
Please do a reboot.
Please no Wesley Snipes.
Yeah, exactly. Pick somebody else.
Reboot it like they rebooted the DC universe. Or actually, did they?
Like the new 52, or wait?
No, they're rebooting it again.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
According to
No.
what Magi put in the server. DC Future State promises a brand new DC universe in 2021.
But I like
No.
New 52. Batman has a happy life for once. He's not.
Can I just say the freaking animated movies for
DC. What is that on? What is that you're holding,
Rob?
MJ?
Rob, you still there?
Howard the Duck Pop.
Oh, it's Mexican.
Yeah, he's in a mech suit.
Did you
Kind
hear
of
me?
looks like the mech
Yeah,
suit
I would.
from.
I would have to agree, Comfort Doll. I would have to agree.
Oh yeah. Wesley Snipes is like a problematic actor. Like especially during like Blade Trinity, Ryan Reynolds and Jessica Biel like hated him.
Trinity sucked. I did not like that movie.
He didn't even
Trinity
like,
was a piece
film
of
in
shit.
the same room as the other actors because he was being such a fucking diva about it.
That movie sucked.
That movie was shit.
The only good thing to come from the Blade movies, in my opinion, was Chris Christopherson's portrayal of Blade's mentor.
Guy
I
with
can't
white
remember
hair?
his name right now. And primarily Donald Logue. That was my introduction to Donald Logue. He plays Quinn in the Blade movies, Deacon's henchman. Deacon Frost's
Interesting.
henchman. Nowadays, Rob, you'd know him as oh wow, I actually forgot his name. From Gotham. Shit, forgot his name.
From Venom?
From Gotham.
Oh, for some reason I thought.
Harvey Bullock.
Hold up.
Oh yeah, he's been in other stuff.
Oh yeah.
He was the friend and assistant in Ghost Rider with Nicolas Cage.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that guy. I know who you're talking about. I watched Ghost Rider recently.
Which honestly, I kind of felt bad that he died in that.
Don't know.
Yeah.
Lou?
I'm like, it's like, dude, he was just trying to be a good person, be a good friend, and he died horribly from a, by the way, a terribly named villain, Blackheart.
That's not that terrible of a name.
Holy
Not bad.
shit! Norman Reedus was in Blade 2,
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
and so was Ron Perlman.
Forgot about that too.
Movies in so
Yeah.
long, I forgot.
And guess who directed it? One of my favorite directors, Guillermo del Toro.
Yep.
He did Pacific Rim. Only thing I'll ever remember him for. Oh, no, another reason why.
I'm hoping the internet, because for some reason my phone cut me off on the StreamYard. And I'm almost out of. It sucks for the. I'm gonna say this right now. It sucks for the Note 10 Plus because for headphone, it's the USB-C, and unfortunately, I can't charge my phone and run a headset at the same time. And I had a wireless, but for some reason, I lost it. So, I wanted to briefly, if it's all right with you, MJ, I wanted to briefly talk about Dragon's Dogma, the anime.
It's all good. I don't know how long I'll be on just because I've been getting notifications on my phone saying that power outages may be imminent.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's extremely windy right now.
I'm gonna make it quick because I think it's around that time we're gonna end it anyways.
Yeah. Same here, Philip. But I haven't seen it, so I know Aiden watched it.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't mind listening.
I've only watched Made in Abyss so far.
So
You what?
I was saying the only anime I've really watched as of recently is just Made in Abyss.
the one I watched recently was Another, which I finished, and I watched the OVA.
I still need to watch JoJo.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I will say this for Another, though. It does remind me of if you mix Corpse Party with what was the other one? It has a lot of influences from other anime. It reminds me a lot of Corpse Party, though. For Another. The only reason why I started watching it is because I remember Aiden bringing it up a long time ago, and also I watched Spooky Rice on YouTube. He was doing a disturbing breakdown on Another, and I like fucked up stuff, so I figured I'd check it out. It's not that disturbing. I mean, some of the deaths are pretty gory, but no, I have not, Bella. But anyway, Rob.
So, Dragon's Dogma, the studio that created was Sublimation, which I think that might be the same company for Castlevania. It's not? Okay. First off, I'm gonna say, and I'm gonna talk about it kind of like, kind of bringing up some stuff from the game, and I will say I have a few nitpicks for this show because some things don't make sense, but it makes me kind of wonder like if they're gonna do anything in the future. Because the game for the video or the show, the character you follow, Ethan, who becomes the Arisen, and for those who don't know, the Arisen is a person whose heart is stolen from the dragon and is basically destined to defeat the dragon. And in a sense, they set it up kind of the same way as they did for the game. And in fact, the character Ethan looks like the default character for the game itself.
But you don't need to have knowledge of the game in order to understand the anime, right?
No,
it explains a lot, and I will say it takes a really interesting take and adds a little bit to the lore near the end game.
I've only played an hour of Dark Arisen before I returned it, so.
But basically, for this version, you have Ethan who is hunting down the dragon to get revenge for the death of his pregnant wife and adopted son. And the series itself is
what?
He cut out.
Yeah.
Oh, you guys in the chat, you should have seen it when we were trying to do this on Zoom earlier. When Rob finally showed up, like is like horror movie glitch.
Yeah, it looked like.
It wasn't just like stuttering.
Can you guys hear me?
Ringu.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, because I turned off the screen and I'm at like 15%, so I'm gonna try to make this quick. So, Dragon's Dogma is a 7-episode series, and
each one pertaining to one of the 7 deadly sins,
which I thought was really interesting, and really delves into like kind of like the worst of the worst when it comes to humanity. And each one really does delve into each individual sin. And I will say, like, especially with a lot of the characters that we get to see and kind of in our characters interact with, it's really interesting and also horrifying. When it comes to the animation, I'm just gonna say, because they did the whole 3D animation that looks more like kind of like what they did for was it Berserk?
Mm-hmm.
Never seen Berserk, so
Yeah.
Now I'm gonna say right off the bat, I'm not a fan of this particular type of animation usually. If it's gonna be if it's gonna be 2D,
is the entire thing like that then, or
yeah. But like I said, if it's, I always like it better when it's in 2D because it just looks off.
I'm just looking up the images just so I can see what you're talking about.
It's not always so bad. Some anime have been able to like blend in.
For what, Berserk?
And then
Like
there are moments, where, like, especially with this anime, like, it's very brief, but they use 2D animation with some of the characters, and it's like, why not just use 2D or just keep it to 3D? It doesn't make any sense to go back and forth.
Like this?
Yeah. I actually think
context.
Maybe because 2D and like also a bit of CG can like also it can look decent, and also because CG is a little cheaper as far as I know.
Yeah.
Like I know some anime have been able to blend it in together, like JoJo, like in some scenes.
But like I said, if it's
go ahead.
go ahead.
I will say this much in terms of Dragon's Dogma, like what happens at the end, you can see coming from a mile away.
Well, especially with the third or fourth episode. Now, I'm gonna say, well, here's the thing that got me is it really adds to like the lore when it comes to defeating the dragon.
Okay.
So I'm gonna spoilers for those who've never played the game. Near the end game, and depending on your interactions with a few of the characters, the dragon, you meet up with the dragon, and it gives you a pretty much an ultimatum. And a particular female character that you have come across that you basically has to some extent have your character has shown affection for. You're given the choice to either save that character and kill the dragon, or let that character be killed and become the next ruler of the kingdom. Now, if you end up killing the dragon, then what ends up happening is this whole
spoiler alert for those who want to watch the show.
Again, spoilers for especially for the game. If you do kill the dragon, no, I'm not talking about the show yet. I'm talking about the game.
Yeah, but
it causes this whole
Dragon's Dogma figure.
yeah, for the game, it causes this whole like situation where the kingdom that you're helping kill the dragon is completely torn apart, creating this dimension where you basically face God or their version of God, and you become the new God in some sense. And with this game or with this show, it's interesting, like the way they go about it this time, because in the show, like periodically you start seeing how angry and more full of rage the character goes or it becomes throughout his journey. And near the end, he kills the dragon, but because he killed the dragon out of vengeance or hate, he becomes the next dragon. In fact, the dragon that he ends up killing was the previous Arisen. So, in a sense, it's this never-ending cycle of, dragons and people killing these dragons.
Father.
Yeah.
Sorry. We were talking about something with the chat. Sorry.
Crocodile mentioned Old Boy, and we were just referencing the American or the Spike Lee adaptation of it. There's a really cheesy line. He's like, "Father."
Right before.
The original is way better.
Getting blasted with a shotgun.
Yep. Sorry.
No, and something else that's really like, so I will say, like, when it comes to the ending, it really does. It was an interesting addition to the lore, especially when it comes to the fate of your character or the fate of the dragon, to some extent. Another thing that's really, as you guys hear in the background, I apologize, but another interesting thing is something I noticed. I don't know if it was intentional or if they may have forgot about it, but the pawns.
Yeah, you only see one in the show.
Well, that, and also apparently near the end, the pawn gains emotions.
Mm-hmm.
And she
gains humanity.
Well, that didn't make any sense to me, because in the game, pawns usually, if they were somehow able to gain emotions, that was due to their Arisen dying and sharing their soul with their pawn.
Yeah.
And in a sense, that didn't happen near the end of the show.
It was the inverse that caused it to happen with the pawn in the show.
What do you mean?
It was the opposite. He gave some of his life to her to restore her. In the same episode where it's first hinted at as to what's going to end up happening.
That's fair, Comfort Doll.
I have to rewatch that because I didn't see that.
He loses his humanity, some of his humanity in that instance.
Oh, you're talking about when they were fighting the Hydra?
Yeah, and when she comes back, that's the first glimpse of her having humanity now.
That's not
what you meant.
Dude, so as it's explained in the show, the pawns are incapable of death.
Yeah. So
that's a totally different thing. What was going on with Ethan was, especially when we first see it when he fights the Hydra, which I think was episode 3 or 4. That was him giving into his rage.
Yeah.
And in a sense, becoming more animalistic when it comes to, and in fact, becoming the next dragon.
Yeah, that's what I mean. He lost some of his humanity, because before he lost himself to the rage, he was talking about, how
I think if anything,
how good people are and whatnot, and afterwards, she says the exact same thing, and he's like, "Yeah, sure," basically.
I think if anything, I don't know if they were trying to pull a, just from, kind of him teaching her what humans are like.
Mm-hmm.
It could be just, kind of like, I hate to make this reference, but like a Star Trek Data thing where you have someone who doesn't understand emotions, but in a sense acts as if they understand emotions.
That's the thing. She actually gains emotion.
But there was no soul. There was no any transfer in any way. Heck,
pay more attention, buddy. there was a transfer of sorts.
I don't believe that. If anything, the only thing that would resemble that, or at least there was some connection, was his last wish to his pawn, where he says, "Protect these foolish humans."
No, I meant
And
at
then
the time
flies
at
off.
the time of the Hydra, but yeah, you're not wrong on that.
I guess at this point, because I don't see it, and I don't see when they would have done that. So I guess I think all I can say is we can agree to disagree with that, because I don't see, and especially with near the end of the game, like when you basically become God, if you go the route of killing the dragon. Actually, they even gave you another option when you're fighting God. No, yeah, well, and for the main game,
yeah,
you can choose to go and fight and kill God, or you can live an illusion of your old life.
Oh shit!
So basically, kind of like the decision of that the dragon gives you, you can choose to either not continue the conflict or just end it. And sure enough, you become God in some sense. There's a moment where you are literally kind of like as a ghost or invisible to everything around you, and you get to see the town that you come from. And in the last moments, as the character, you're given the sword from the previous Arisen that basically ascended to this sort of godhood, and you're given the decision to stab yourself, killing yourself, and ending the cycle.
Hey.
And in a sense, after that, as your lifeless body is thrown out of the portal, your pawn follows you, and I guess there is a transference of, or at least your pawn becoming human after you completing or ending the cycle.
Hey. Here. Want to say hi?
So, but like I said, when it comes to the show, I didn't see any way or any like anything that would resemble like the character Ethan kind of exchanging or giving some of his soul to the female pawn. In fact, there's an NPC that, going back to what I was saying, there's a female NPC that you come across in the game that everybody claims is a witch, but it turns out she is nothing more than a pawn who was given the soul of her Arisen.
She's not a big kitty. She's actually a small kitty.
So
kawaii.
So going off that, because I now have 8% left.
Oh snap!
Yeah, because I need to make this quick. So all in all,
do it, man.
Even though it bugged me a little bit, the animation had its moments where it was really good. There were some changes, or at least when it comes to sizes of some of the monsters, that kind of bugged me. Like the Cyclops in episode 2, who they made him like 20 stories tall, when really he's more like maybe 15 to 20 feet. Made no sense.
No.
The dragon was a lot smaller in size. At least that's the way I saw it. And above all, it was a really interesting anime, and I enjoyed it. Especially in the end, I'm looking forward to seeing more to come. In fact, if anything, I would be surprised, especially since, when it came to that game, you created your own character. It'd be really cool if we saw characters like, let's say, New Arisen that would pop up for, let's say, a future season, and how they would deal with the dragon. Because in the end, that game was all about choice. near the end game.
Yeah, you chew up that cryotic bracelet.
Take care, Philip. It was nice talking with you as well.
Take care. Have a good
Take
night.
care.
And Bella, yes, I did. I've never seen Vampire Diaries or what was the other one? Vampire
originals. Originals. I've seen only Vampire Diaries. I haven't seen much of originals.
I think I may have seen one episode of Vampire Diaries.
Or Legacies.
I think I
haven't seen any of them.
I haven't seen True Blood at all.
I saw like about 4 seasons of Vampire Diaries.
I have not seen.
I've seen the first 2 seasons of True Blood. Trying to recall if I've watched the 3rd one or not.
Fucking Midnight Sun just got released pretty recently, which is the 5th Twilight book. Even though it was the
Please
first
don't
one,
make a.
it was the first one written.
They better not make a movie.
That probably will be.
No, I don't think.
Oh,
I
man,
don't
he
know if they
left,
will.
I think
Because
his battery died.
all Midnight Sun is
Edward's perspective.
it's Twilight, but an
Oh, yeah.
Edward perspective.
That's right.
I remember reading the rough draft of it like years ago, back when I was reading the books. But
I had definitely seen True Blood, but I have zoned out so hard on that. I've gone through most of it and not paid attention a single time.
Yeah.
is True Blood on HBO or something? I can't remember.
Yes, it was an HBO show.
That's That's what it is. Yeah.
I just zoned too hard out.
Yeah.
The only HBO show that I really watched is Game of Thrones.
I still need to watch
I still haven't finished it.
all the way through.
I heard season 8 was terrible.
So yeah, and there was a fucking coffee cup that they had to take out. Like they had to spend a shit ton of money just to digitally edit it out because they accidentally forgot to take the Starbucks cup off the table. So it was anachronistic.
Now, one show that I thought was really good involving like the paranormal or supernatural and whatnot was Lost Girl. Fucking loved that show.
Lost Girl?
Yes.
Hey, no. Cut it out. I know you like to get stuff on my pin board, but no. You already have all my bracelets. Like Aiden was watching me deal with her earlier. I had to kick her out because she kept getting all the bracelets that are up here and knocking them down. Now she's doing it again.
The main character is an amnesiac succubus.
Oh boy. What?
Mm-hmm.
Oh jeez.
Named Bo, and she's played by Anna Silk.
Oh jeez.
It's a good show.
Which was it?
Lost Girl.
Oh, Lost Girl. I think my
I mean, one of the episodes they even deal with the Baba Yaga.
Hey guys. Hate to do this. I'm gonna take off because my phone's about to die.
All right, you take it easy, Rob.
All right. See ya, Rob.
You guys take care.
It's been fun having you around.
Okay.
All right.
Bye. What are you doing?
Now everybody's turned off their cameras except for Aiden. He's the last stand.
I'll be back. Dealing with an issue.
Cat problem. Good.
I've yet to watch American Horror Story.
I've heard it's actually good.
I've seen tidbits here and there, but I've never actually watched a full episode. It's intriguing, especially American Horror Story Coven.
Have I watched a horror movie with you, Aiden?
I think we've watched a few.
No, we played horror games together.
Oh yeah,
Because
For
I
sure.
remember there was one I had to hide behind a chair because I was horrified when I was younger.
Five Nights at Freddy's.
Oh, it was
No, this
before
was
that. PS3.
well before that.
Yeah,
Oh,
that
really?
PS3 was out, so
Oh.
Probably Fatal Frame.
it might have been Fatal Frame. Because I remember you and John were getting into it. I'm like, well, I'm just a kid. I don't.
Yes, I
like
am
this."
having pussy
Nice.
problems, Bella.
Nice, Bella.
But
I love me some Fatal Frame. If I could capture off my PS3, I would be streaming the ever-living hell out of the first 3 games because I own them on there.
Speaking of PS3, I actually was gonna bring this up earlier. When is the PS5 coming out?
November 19th.
Oh, okay. It's actually just nearly exactly a month.
However, there are some people that I've been getting emails that pre-ordered saying that they won't get their consoles till 2021.
Oh, I want to play that game so bad, Comfort Doll.
I have heard of it. Is it just a VR game?
No, you don't need VR for it, from what I understand. But it's basically you're ghost hunting.
yeah, you ghost hunt with a bunch of friends, and there's what's it called? You can talk in game, but you walk away and they sound far away. Oh, what the fuck?
Yeah, not just that, but the ghost can and will react to whatever you say.
It'll react
depending
to
on what ghost you're dealing with.
Yeah, and it's so cool. There's so many types. I hope there's the people that do Dead by Daylight. I hope they start focusing on that instead of Dead by Daylight.
Yes, for sure.
Honestly, one of the developers.
Like one of the things that really makes me want to play it is the fact that if you take too long identifying the ghost and getting rid of it, it starts to hunt you and the other people.
Oh, it'll hunt you if you say its name too many times.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it encourages. Yeah, it'll tell you the name in the van you arrive in.
Once you gather enough clues as to whatever it is.
Yeah,
hey,
some of them will or won't attack you, but they'll like haunt you, and your friends can die, and they'll be ghosts, but you can't talk to them.
Is it all right?
But
don't meow me.
I hope whoever's developing it just goes full time on it because it's an amazing game.
Oh shit! You can go insane in it too.
Oh yeah, there is insanity. It makes it easier for you to be hunted.
And it's multiplayer.
Uh-huh.
I'd be down to play it.
Yeah.
How much is it?
I think it's free actually.
Is it? I know people have been talking about it on YouTube, and I also said like other than like Among Us. Which to me just sounds like it reminds me of that Jackbox game that we played where you had to kick somebody off a ship.
Yeah, it's pretty much that.
Among Us?
Ow!
Yeah, Among Us is awesome.
There's a 3D version of it.
It kind of like
under a different name, mind you, but what the hell was it called?
It's $15.
Unfortunate Spaceman.
I don't know. When I saw PewDiePie playing Among Us, I just didn't really get into it.
Oh, you should try it. It's
definitely.
I know it's like $5.
It's $2.
You can get it for free. You can get it for free with an ad that plays between games.
Oh, okay.
On your mobile.
Yeah. I can't remember which game it was that you had to have an emulator though, like for PC.
No, you can just get it on Steam.
No, I'm trying to think of what game it was that said that if you're trying to play it on Windows, you have to have an Android emulator or something like that for it. But
well, like crossover games or something like that.
Yeah, but it seems so quick that people move from Among Us into Phantasmophobia when like a couple weeks ago it was Fall Guys. And Fall Guys Season 2 just came out.
Yeah, and
Phasmophobia is currently $13.99 on Steam.
Okay.
Well, I'd be down to do it for a podcast sometime. Or a stream, because I'm maybe going to be streaming on Twitch again. I don't know.
Maybe.
I don't like making promises on things because I can't commit for shit.
I don't know if anyone will recognize this. Don't make promises you can't keep.
Well, I won't probably be available, or I don't know, for the next like couple of weeks because I've got my book chapter that's the deadline's at the end of the month.
Fall Guys looks like so much fun.
Oh, Fall Guys is so much fun. Hey, that's not the picture I don't want you messing with. That's a picture of Daisy. How dare you?
Anyways, you guys didn't get the line that I was referencing. From the end of Amazing Spider-Man, at least the first one.
I haven't seen it, so that's why I didn't get it.
I haven't watched The Amazing Spider-Man in ages.
Oh gosh, you little girl.
Either way, it was just a terrible line that honestly just made me hate the movie by the end. I won't get too much into it just because you guys are already talking about other stuff, and I don't want to interfere with that.
It's the one with Tom Hardy, right?
Tom Hardy?
Tom Hardy, I think that's his name.
Tom Holland.
No. Amazing Spider-Man. That was like Andrew Garfield.
Andrew Garfield.
That was 8 years ago.
Well, they're making a Spider-Verse movie with both him and Tom Holland.
Wait, really?
And
Doctor Strange and Jamie Foxx as Electro.
Yeah, and cool. What was his name? Maguire, I think.
Tobey Maguire.
Tobey Maguire?
Yeah, they're doing like a whole Spider-Verse, like multiverse thing.
Oh, that is so cool.
Yeah, it's gonna be live action, from what I understand.
They actually got Tobey Maguire back?
Oh, he's been wanting to do Spider-Man 3 for a long time. This is his only chance. Or 4.
I just find it funny that he was in his 30s when he played a high schooler in the first Sam Raimi Spider-Man movie.
I will never forget that movie, Bella. Ever.
Oh,
I still, to this day, do not understand how that movie was considered a kid's movie.
I love the
Did you know Disney made a slasher film?
Huh?
Did you know that Disney made a slasher film? A rated R slasher film?
Yeah, but I don't remember what it was called.
Stay Alive. It had is it Frankie Muniz?
Yeah, that movie was
one of those where
the game comes to life. You die in the game, you die in real life kind of things.
Mm-hmm.
That sounds like...
Yeah, I watched it. It was okay.
So kind of like Freddy Krueger meets...
That almost sounds like...
Wait. They've remade The Witches? Okay, I'm going to have to watch that.
That almost sounds like SAO, the plot of like what you guys were saying. If you die in the game, you die for real.
Stop.
Yeah, but this isn't VR.
I know.
VR. Oh god, VR Troopers came into my head.
But yeah, that's pretty cool that Tobey Maguire, like, and Andrew Garfield are coming back. I don't blame so much as to why the Amazing Spider-Man movies were terrible so much on Andrew Garfield, but more on the writers and Sony.
They were definitely better than
Bella.
Tobey Maguire.
I like Tobey Maguire better. If anything, I even made my hair look like him, or try to.
Well, you think about it, more of Amazing Spider-Man was more related to Spider-Man than anything. He had his uncle. He generally threw the suit not because she doesn't like me anymore. He threw the suit because he killed didn't save Gwen Stacy. Instead of like, she doesn't love me.
It wasn't as simple as that. Like, I mean, it was mostly just the stress of everything else, considering like he lost his job, he was failing at school, like pretty much his whole life was going shit. It wasn't so much like with just MJ, like in Spider-Man 2. It was like definitely a lot more.
One of the final straws, so it's
yeah.
Was that Spider-Man 2 or was it 3?
Oh, Hathaway better be the leader of the witches. That's all I gotta say.
Where he's like not Spider-Man for the majority of the movie. Spider-Man 3, I will say, is definitely terrible.
Oh, I love it because it's so bad.
Yes. Sorry, I'm responding to what Bella's saying.
I do like. I will say that like one scene like where he's just dancing down the streets of New York did make me laugh.
I'll never be able to see that scene the same again though because I've watched it without the music track.
Oh,
and it is so just.
Yeah, they put in real audio too. It's just.
But yeah, like I preferred the original trilogy because I mean also when you think about it, like a lot of it was rushed, and also like from the first Amazing Spider-Man movie, the trailer to the movie, they're like almost not the same. Well, the second one kind of like, but also the second one had a complete 180-degree turn on the tone, like where the first one made it a lot make it a lot more darker. Yeah, like the second one was a lot more lighthearted compared to the first one, where it tried to be a bit more, have more of a darker tone. And also, if you compare the trailer to the movie, it's pretty much like almost not like what, not most of the stuff is not in the film. Also, the amount of like stuff, the deleted scenes, and also the fact that Amazing Spider-Man 2 just had way too many villains.
Honestly, nah. Amazing Spider-Man 2 didn't have too many villains, at least not compared to Spider-Man 3.
Okay, But I mean, it's still like one of the things that caused it to be a problem, and really like I'd say like a lot of what made Spider-Man 3 was mainly Sony, because from what I heard, it was like Sony that like was pushing for like of course Venom, like to like of course be like in Spider-Man 3, and Sam Raimi didn't even want to do Venom originally, so it was like one of those things that like they just had they shoehorned, and like I say, like I said, it's probably mostly Sony, since like the villain problem, honestly, like you could tell, is there, and mostly because of course Sony just kind of tried to keep
For me,
interfering.
best live action Spider-Man movies, Tom Holland.
I will say, yeah, definitely
Agreed.
Tom Holland. But before that, I would say I definitely like Tobey Maguire Spider-Man.
Like the first two Tobey Maguire ones, I love.
Yeah.
Then he turned into asshole Spider-Man or asshole Peter.
Emo Pete. Get it right.
I love the third one so much. It's so stupid.
It is.
They shat on my boy Venom in that movie.
Almost like none of them.
Oh, I recently rewatched The Witches. Like within this past year.
How old is Tobey Maguire, by the way, now?
Oh goodness.
He's in his 40s.
Yeah, he's older than me, man.
Because he was 34 when he was in the original, the first Spider-Man.
No, it came out early 2000s?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No, that was 1999, wasn't it?
Wait, hold up. If he was like 30 in the first Spider-Man movie, wouldn't that make him like around nearly 50 at this point? Or am I?
Yes.
Wait. Okay. Tobey.
Maguire.
He is 45.
Damn.
Okay,
Surprised
so
he's looking-
the first Spider-Man came 2002.
Ah. So then that would make him about. Jesus, goddamn! I'm like right now losing my not so good at
He's
math.
currently 45.
That's what I said.
So
Yeah.
I'd say that would almost make him close to 30. 30 if I'm right.
Well-
During the first Spider-Man movie.
Let's see, Rose Thorn.
Actually, he would have been in the late 20s then.
Yeah, like late 20s.
So 17. So he would have been 28.
Yeah.
So damn near 30.
MJ's math is better than mine.
I've proven this already in Trivia Murder Party several times over in the math section. Yeah. Megan is the same age as Aiden and myself.
Yeah.
How old are you guys again?
My birthday is in February and I'll be 35. And I dress like a fucking teenager.
I wouldn't know what
And I have
constitutes
toys in the
dressing.
background that are mine and not a kid's.
I don't know what it constitutes dressing as a teen. I'm 17.
Graphic
I'm so
tees.
young.
Yeah, graphic tees and whatnot.
I have so many.
I just wear nothing but black.
I just
Black
have
is
old
awesome.
shirts.
Wait, what?
How old is who, Sage?
Yeah, how old is who?
Or how old is he?
Yeah.
Yeah, we really don't.
How does one hold he that is old?
I'm actually almost 18 now.
That's
I'm looking-
crazy.
Yeah. Considering like I met you guys when I was like 15. All felt like a blink of an eye, literally.
Aiden and I are literally twice your age.
Yes, I know. You don't
Right
have
now.
to remind
Yeah,
me, MJ.
currently.
No, I'm reminding him, not you. I'm reminding Aiden that we're
Ah.
both old as shit.
Honestly, can't believe that. Like
I don't know who that
18.
is. I'm sorry, Sage. I don't know who those people are.
Like from starting out, from like finishing up my first year of high school to now, like in my last year of high school.
Oh, he's talking about the old ones. I get it now.
The old ones? Wait, what?
I don't know. I'm just pulling that in my head.
No,
Where does
that
this
is
rabbit
not.
hole go?
That was not a lead up to a landmine.
Where does this rabbit hole go?
I don't know.
I
Click on
thought-
Sage's link and find out.
Down
First
the
thing
rabbit
that came to mind when you said old ones was Lovecraftian horror.
down the rabbit hole, literally.
I was just talking with JR earlier or today about like our friends from high school. Like one of them has 2 kids, and the oldest is going to be starting high school soon. And then a girl that I graduated with, her daughter is in her first year of college.
Jesus.
Because she had her daughter when she was a sophomore.
In high school?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Fuck no, Megan. No kids for me, thanks.
It was Sage who said that.
No.
Interesting link, Sage. That's
also, didn't you say something completely inappropriate months ago, Sage? Actually, now a year ago. I'm not gonna say what it is, but you guys can honestly look back at the podcast.
We've all said things that shouldn't be said online.
Huh? You want to talk about my old Xbox days?
No. No. No.
Yes.
See, that's an interesting kind of math. Oh yeah, so Trump did a rally in Michigan today, and he ended his rally with YMCA.
Oh yeah.
And I don't know if he knew that that's a song about blowing gay dudes.
I think that's the reason he played it.
He wants their support, you see.
I watched that whole live stream. We were offered front row tickets to it, or third row tickets to it, but considering the weather, and plus I didn't know.
You know, it's funny. The elections are gonna happen like literally 1 month, like right before like my 18th birthday.
I already voted.
I wish I could vote, except it's like I'm only gonna be able to vote like a month after the vote's over, the election's over.
I don't know. As I complained about in Discord, the 2 things that pissed me off was that one, that he made it a law to ban teaching critical race theory in federal agencies for, when they do anti-bias training, so sensitivity training, because it's racist. And that if they do teach it, then they cannot have, or what was it? They can't have any business with the U.S. And the other one is he was saying that the radical left wants to blow up Mount Rushmore.
Sage, to
It wouldn't
quote,
surprise me though.
To quote Dr.
I looked into it.
How about no?
He wants to have his head on Mount Rushmore, but Mount Rushmore is a historical landmark and it's protected by law.
It should be.
And I looked into, I was like, okay, is there any kernel of truth to this? No.
I don't know.
What good would that do anyway? Like, haha, success! We blew up Mount Rushmore.
Yeah, the left has sometimes gotten crazy.
Everyone's
don't
crazy.
People want to return land to return that freaking monument to Native Americans? Because that's sacred ground for for certain Native American tribes, if I recall correctly.
I honestly don't know.
Yeah,
Mount Rushmore.
I get if it is, there already might have been some kind of agreement, of course, like between the Native Americans and I guess like.
But the fact that he said that the left wanted to blow it up.
Hey, the left wanted to, of course, like cancel like a few like Milo Yiannopoulos speeches by, of course, like setting a tree on fire. Yeah,
that's dumb. Let's see here. He could not pay me to go to a meet and greet because I guess you have to, or you basically had to apply for it, and then they send you a message back of whether or not you can get the tickets, and then you have to show up like a few hours, like 3 or 4 hours early. And then you have to make sure you're wearing a mask and you get your temperature checked and all that other stuff. And then Secret Service, if you're sitting in a chair rather than standing, then Secret Service leads you to your seat. But it's too windy and cold out to be out there, and plus, fuck that. But I just love the fact that I was like, is it fucking YMCA? And this Trump's just standing there. No, I thought it was the opening.
No, I thought it was the opening song to to interspecies reviewers.
Fuck, I need to watch that. Actually, I just remembered that's on the fucking list.
Nice reference. I'm not gonna sing the song though.
YMCA.
Yeah, and Obama's still coming for her guns.
I'm sorry, but they are so similar in like tune and intonation.
For YMCA and interspecies reviewers end theme?
Opening.
Opening. No, it's not.
Oh wait, no, it's a different Village People song. Shit. What was it?
I mean, it would fit because interspecies reviewers is a hentai.
In the Navy.
YMCA.
In the Navy is what I was thinking of.
Blowing gay dudes.
I was thinking of In the Navy. Sorry.
But this was funny seeing Trump clap offbeat to YMCA.
Either that or YMCA. Either way.
Sorry, I don't know if you can spell
rather,
YMCA.
that is rather sad but funny.
Yeah.
Sitch has a lot of interesting.
If anyone here has voted for Trump, I mean, more power to you. I'm not going to judge. But I'm not going to lie and say that I don't like, or that I like the guy.
Kick all the immigrants out.
White man stole it to build Rushmore. Thank you, Aiden, for now I got that song stuck in my head.
You're welcome.
Just listen to something else.
I hear someone start singing In the Navy. In the Navy.
Maybe listen to some Foo Fighters.
Love me some Foo Fighters.
Heck yeah.
I started listening to a few more of their songs.
February Stars is probably one of my favorite songs by them. On their album, The Color and the Shape.
And my new favorite song is Best of You, and also I've listened to My Hero, if I'm right. That's the name of the other song I've listened to.
Also from Color and the Shape. Not Best of You, though.
Album?
Yeah.
Yeah. Everlong used to be my favorite.
Yes, I did. I saw the photo you're talking about. I mean, photos. Sage.
Which one?
The ones he posted in the server.
I closed out Discord. In admin or where?
Trying to remember where it was.
I saw something. I just don't know what you're specifically referring to. Not seeing it.
I don't remember which freaking channel it was in.
Is it fucking like NSFW things?
No.
Okay.
Wait, are you guys in the pod on like the Discord?
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't change the photography channel from selfies.
Oh, I thought that it was originally.
Mm-mm. It was always
That's
photography. You mean
That
creepy
is
Joe?
my-
Give me the creeps. Oh no.
You
Oh.
reposted them.
Oh.
Okay,
Didn't we comment on those already?
I'm not sure if we have or not.
On what?
These photos that he sent that are supposed to be like anime, or not anime characters of like Biden and Trump, but they're like a character sheet almost.
Mm-hmm.
But they're not even.
Basically making them out to be gay lovers.
Yeah. Like on the Biden.
Young adult gay lovers.
The Biden one, he's wearing a purple sweater that says, "If God doesn't vote for me, then she ain't black."
That's an interesting sentence.
Yeah.
Words are fun.
Speaking of Biden, I know Rob already talked about this, like the whole Tana Mojo, if I'm right, like
Booty for Biden.
yeah, that whole thing. I thought that was honestly just stupid, and honestly, I already hate Tana enough as it is, and like that just honestly, it just made me hate her even more.
I mean, I like Tana. I just find her annoying at times. And she's also lately been trying to like copy. She's admitted that she's copying like David Dobrik style. Like she even uses the same intro music and everything, same jump cuts, and even talking to the same people. And I noticed that like TikTokers, some TikTokers, and like other people are trying to become famous by like sticking to the David Dobrik formula of how he does his vlogs. But he doesn't really post on YouTube anymore since he doesn't make any money on there.
Demonetization. It was the coronavirus before that.
Have you heard of his new company and his new like social media or social networking thing that he's coming out with called Dispo?
No, I haven't heard of it.
It used to be called David's Disposable, but essentially it's an app for your phone that acts like a disposable camera.
Really?
Yeah.
Wait.
So if you take a photo, you won't see it right away. You'll have the option to print it after, is it an hour or 24 hours? Or I think an hour, or either an hour or 24 hours. I can't remember, but.
Was this like before iPhone like had cameras on, or like was this like after?
What, David's thing or disposable cameras? This is new. This is new.
Why would anybody want like
an app
kind of disposable camera like kind of stuff?
Because then you get to print it out and you have a physical copy of it. Because he's like, it's basically like a retro kind of thing. But instead of just turning it into a pure camera app, he wants to make it into like a social media thing. And a lot of people are backing him. Like he just got a $4 million investment from Reddit. And he also got money from SeatGeek and other people. And he's looking for people to hire. But I don't know. I remember the days of disposable cameras.
I only remember them a little bit, as they used to be.
Yeah, considering you can just take the freaking phone to any place that has photography section, and either just scan the photo and print it out, or put your SD card in and choose whatever photos you want.
Yeah,
print it out that way.
Or you could just print it out yourself if you're lucky enough to have a printer.
He just wants to get back to that whole retro kind of thing, but I think there's more to it. But overall, like the concept alone is like just the whole, like you can't see the photo, you can't see it for an hour or 24 hours, and then you have to print out. You have the option to buy physical copies of it and have it sent to you.
The only people I know that serves is Kodak, just mainly because Kodak used to rely on that, like through their disposable cameras, and also like being able to print those photos like through the disposable cameras.
Yeah, Kodak and Fujifilm.
Yep. I miss my instant photo camera. Not gonna lie.
I had one of those. Actually, hold on. I had. Okay, so you guys see that little picture right there, the little Polaroid one next to Daisy's photo.
Yeah.
Maggie, that was my first dog, but that came from the like old school like Polaroid camera that had the strips, like the tiny little strips that you like. It came out in like the late 90s, early 2000s, but basically it came out not just like a regular size like Polaroid, but like little pictures like that, and it had different little patterns on the sides. But
I think that might have been just a little bit like after, before my time, so I don't think I'd remember that. I only remember the disposable cameras, and even then, those were like kind of started to be used less and less.
Yeah.
They came back, started to come back a little bit, for a little bit, but then I don't know. I haven't really been following like the film industry goes as far as like cameras and whatnot, but for a while, the reason why they started to go down before the rise a few years back, like 4 or 5 years back, if memory serves, was because they were having trouble making the film needed for the cameras.
I mean, I guess it's also the fact that things kind of also like just got improved with time, and like basically capitalism at its finest.
Yeah, because primary reason for there being difficulty in making the film was, well, not enough demand.
Mm-hmm. Once demand goes down and pretty much like nobody's buying your stuff, then it's inevitable from there on out.
Yeah.
Just how when Netflix killed Blockbuster.
Rest in peace, you crappy place that I
And
own.
other video rental places.
Yeah,
That's from Hastings.
Oh,
Hastings lasted so freaking long, but that was more due to their other sections.
yeah, because they had games and they had other shit.
Yeah, they had books, music, what have you.
Yeah, and then
and GameStop is like literally right on its way out as well.
I think a lot of Apple things bought a lot of product, a lot of
Yes,
stock.
we are, Bella.
Hastings and bought it out. I think it was some company bought out Hastings and got rid of it.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of makes me want to watch the movie 1 Hour Photo.
I heard that movie was unsettling.
It is. It's Robin Williams in a very serious tone, and he's a stalker.
Yeah. Wait. No, that's 8. Isn't that 8mm?
Uh-uh.
No.
Hey MJ,
Okay.
want something unsettling? Read My Chance Daily Life.
Mm-mm.
I'm good, thank you.
I know. I've never even read that, but from what I heard, it's really effed up.
The most disturbing thing that I probably like read or seen recently was well, it's a hentai, which is a metamorphosis. Because I heard that it's like one of the most disturbing mangas out there, and I wanted to know why. Going into it, I did not know it was a hentai.
Oh.
But it's not the most disturbing thing I've ever seen. It is horribly depressing and sad. But I mean,
And do you know what an Arrow Guru manga is?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's what like My Chance Daily Life is.
How do I delete this? I don't want this on my. No, I don't want to search it more. What did I do?
Did you actually?
Did you try looking for it?
I looked for it. I was curious. I didn't know it was this. It's an abomination, and I'm probably gonna read it when I'm bored.
There's like some real effed up. Like from what I heard, even the most people like that were tolerated a lot of that stuff couldn't stand like honestly just one thing, which I cannot say without us, I guess, getting demonetized in some way or.
It's very raunchy.
I'm not
I say
surprised.
that from the images I've just seen.
My friend did the same
burning
thing,
CDs.
and he was pretty horrified.
A lot of things don't disturb me much. The only things that make me like cringe or kind of wince is body horror, especially when it deals with like broken like bones and like it jutting out through skin, like that shit. Nope. Like seeing one picture comes to mind. I can't remember the actual basketball player, but when he snapped his fucking shin in half and it stuck out of his leg.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't look at that for like real life images.
Or anything involving touching that I cannot stand. Like,
Imagine what doctors have to deal with.
Real quick, in response to what's being talked about in chat, yeah, the days of putting a cassette in your freaking tape deck, putting it on your favorite radio station, waiting for a song you wanted to hear, pressing play and record at the same time just to record the song to the tape.
Fancy.
I remember
stuff.
I remember my dad used to use like radios, even though like there were like kind of like still some better like things you can honestly do, like just get like some.
Nothing is more disturbing, in my opinion, audio-wise, than listening to certain songs in a cassette player as the batteries are draining, or as the batteries are dying.
It sounds demonic. It even happened with toys, honestly. Like I remember there was some Elmo toy that like I still remember. Even though it was
Giacomo Elmo.
I think it might have been.
I've also seen the Teddy Ruxpin ones do that too.
Yeah.
I was like 3 years old, I think, and like it still disturbs me because I remember when the batteries were running low, it started sounding demonic, and it actually scared me.
Mm-hmm.
Well, at least yours didn't start talking with no sound or movement to activate it.
Vegan just reminded me, and the talk about cassettes. My mom left this here, but she has a goddamn DVD. Oh wait, no, this is the cassette disc player radio, and then it's been in that goddamn bathroom for 15 or so years.
Jesus.
Yeah, I have one in my bedroom.
I'm glad pretty
I
much.
have like the giant one with the giant speaker, like actual speakers that like you can detach.
It has fucking antenna to the fucking moon.
Gotta love when you're.
I'm glad those were going out of like I was okay, you can't say style, but out of okay, what's the I'm glad they
You
were at
have
least
Missy
dying.
Elliott on vinyl.
Yeah,
Oh,
they
I
have a
guess we
lot of. There's a lot of records out now on vinyl, or a lot of albums out on vinyl.
Does this work? I just realized that.
I mean, heck, the Castlevania Netflix series, their soundtrack is on vinyl.
I just don't. When I think of vinyl, I don't think Missy Elliott, except for the. I mean, fuck, what's that song called?
What'd you find, Ronnie?
Is it worth it? Let me work it.
You'll hear-
Put the thing back. What was it?
By the way, nice hair, Ronnie.
Thank you. It's
Put the thing
beautiful.
down, flip it, and reverse it.
Trying to
And
copy my
then-
long hair.
The part after that, everyone tries to like sing, but no one knows what the words
I
are.
can never remember those lyrics.
It's the same lyrics backwards.
That's right.
Can you all hear the radio? It's just making static noises. It might have been waterboarded.
Oh shoot.
I wonder. Oh, manufactured June 2002.
That
The batteries might not be good.
that's like literally the
There's
year I
no
was born.
batteries in it.
My CD player is older than you, vegan.
Yes, we get it.
Yeah, you're young as
You're-
shit.
You're an old hag, MJ.
Aw, thank you, asshole. You've moved your spot up to number 1, asshole. Beating Ash, my
Don't
fucking
worry.
cat.
Oh, there's a CD in it. That's why it's making noise.
I can actually hear it now.
Stop.
Is it Get Your Freak On? No. Is it?
Stop.
It almost sounds like tape, like honestly being like pulled.
I remember when like the tape decks and like my mom's car would eat the tape, and then you had to try to pull it out, and then all
Oh,
the
that
tape
shit was
out of it,
annoying.
and you had to rewind it back. Same thing with like VHSs.
Don't
Oh,
get
man.
magnets near them.
There's a fucking. Oh, there's a tape in here.
Yeah, Bella, tell him.
Tape in a CD. Holy shit.
I think she was talking to us as well.
Oh, is it because I don't have the thing up? The
No, she's talking to vegan.
Oh, no.
Well,
Bam?
Bella, for the
Oh.
record, I'm gonna be 18 and I'm still gonna be, of course, strong.
That her statement still doesn't change.
Speaking of Michael Jackson, I need to rewatch Michael Jackson's Ghosts. I loved that film.
I tried playing Moonwalker on an emulator not too long ago, and I was like, God damn, this sucks. I mean, it was fun on the Genesis. Not fun. See, I told you. Not fun on an emulator, though. Hey, your parents are a fan of Michael Jackson. Yeah, I was a fan of Michael. I am a fan of Michael Jackson's music.
I thought we were all fans of Michael Jackson.
Oh. I think somehow this radio thing has formed into a ghost box. Because it only makes that.
Look at that smug face Aiden always trying to type. I can see him all of a sudden. I can tell he read chat because all of a sudden, like, hold on. Like, he kind of looks down. He's like, you dork.
Yep, I'm proud of it.
You should check out Cupid's Do It With Your Boots On. I know that song.
This is the way I like. Fight for your rights, single ladies. Holy shit. I haven't heard a lot of this.
Hold on. When did Now That's What I Call Music start? When was the first one?
Oh, is this
1998. And what was on it? Together Again by Janet Jackson. As Long as You Love Me by Backstreet Boys. The Way by Fastball. Oh, that's a good song.
Oh, hell yeah, it is.
Where are you going without ever knowing the way? Flagpole Sitta by Harvey Danger. Say You'll Be There by Spice Girls. All My Life by Casey and JoJo. That's a good song too. Never Ever by All Saints.
Wait, what was that last song?
Love that.
All My Life by Casey and JoJo.
Oh shit! I thought it was one of the songs on the CD because it has all the songs that has been burnt onto it, written on it. But I won't do it live.
I'm surprised that pirating songs were literally like even a thing even back then. Except it was just called burning them into a CD.
Thank God that I finally found you. Let's see. Never Ever by All Saints. If You Could Only See
Love
by
that.
Tonic. Great song. Bop by Hanson.
Of course.
Oh, shit.
Zoot Suit Riot by Cherry Poppin' Daddies. Shorty, You Keep Playing With My Mind by Imogen. That's that one.
Okay, it doesn't.
Anytime by
Don't you
Violent
dare
Night.
say that, Bella. Don't you dare say that.
Barbie Girl by Aqua. Karma Police by Radiohead. I Will Buy You a New Life by Everclear. That's a good song too. Fly
Everclear was a
Away-
great group.
Oh yeah, I have a couple of their albums. The one that
I'm old enough to drive, Bella, for the record.
I think the last album I bought from them was
Her
Somewhat
point
for
still
Afterglow. Fly Away by Lenny Kravitz and Sex and Candy by Marcy Playground. I smell sex and candy, yeah.
Who's
Who's lounging in my chair?
Who's that casting?
Do you see the stairs in my direction? I'm like, surely a dream. Yeah.
I figured out the cassette. Ha ha!
Hanson still performs.
Yeah, they came back a few years ago, if I recall correctly.
Wow, them and Jonas Brothers.
Mm-hmm.
There was a girl that I went to school with who fucking gave me chicken pox somewhere between 8th and 9th grade.
We never had to deal with that.
Ugh.
I just mean me.
She came back on the last day of school in 8th grade, and like came in because her house was literally like in the middle school parking lot. And she came into theater class going, "It's okay, it's not contagious, guys." And then she was like, "Oh, have a good summer," and patted me on the shoulder. And then I had chicken pox. I had it since I had it when I was 14, or was it 14? Yeah, I think it was 14, and I had it bad. And luckily, I don't have a lot of scarring from it, but I would be sitting in my bedroom in the dark, playing like Twisted Metal World Tour and with one hand, and then having an oven mitt taped to my other hand so I wouldn't scratch myself or itch at all. But this girl, she would always she was convinced that she was related to Mariah Carey. She was tone deaf. And our principal in middle school would sing to us or sing to the students on their birthdays in the lunchroom with his microphone and everything, so everybody heard it. And this girl decided to sing, and he let her have the microphone. And she sang happy birthday to all, or in 3 different times for each of the Hanson brothers. Yeah. Because she was obsessed with Hanson and believed that she was a cousin to Mariah Carey because her last name is Carey.
Maybe it might be some kind of distant cousin to the point where it doesn't matter.
She's not.
15th removed cousin.
I mean, her and I are friends now, but at the time, I was so pissed at her because I got chickenpox because I had to fucking sit in my house with chickenpox for 3 weeks.
By the way, MJ, for the record, is that why they say don't scratch because then you could get scarring?
Yeah.
That's one of the things, yeah.
I have a few scars. Like,
Hold on.
I'm wearing glasses right now, so you can't see the one on the bridge of my nose. I have one on my forehead. I have a couple on my legs. or my like inner thighs, and then a couple on my stomach. But considering how bad it was for me, like I'm surprised I didn't have more. Like the one on my nose was like
right
huge. Yeah, I have one right around the same spot. It's like indented.
Mm-hmm.
But the one on my nose.
Does that apply for anything, even like a bug bite? Because I think I might have given myself a bit of scarring.
Oh, yeah, it's possible to get scarring. You just have to pick at the wound enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got a few scars, I believe, from like some bug bites that like I had like back when I was living in.
Bella wants you to answer her, vegan.
All right, I was actually gonna do it. December 17th. I was born in 2002.
But yeah, I just remember like having oven mitts on my hands, sitting in the dark crying because I mean the thing is that I had like my first kind of like real boyfriend too, and we just started dating and like because we started dating at our like summer dance in June. It was June 2nd, and then I got chicken pox like a week later.
I got lucky and got chicken pox when I was 6.
I wish I got it young when I was younger. It probably wouldn't have been so bad, but because I was older, it was a lot worse. And like my mom wasn't the kind of parent, like, because I don't know if your parents did this at all, like where if somebody, like a friend or family friend or somebody had chicken pox, they would bring them to their house so that their kids would get chicken pox too, so they can just get that out of the way. Do you guys know what I'm talking about at all?
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, my mom didn't do that. And it was actually the reason why I was so mad, it was because I was supposed to go later that week to get a chickenpox vaccine. To prevent me from getting chickenpox. And I got chickenpox.
I both hated it and loved it at the same time because 1, I got out of school, and 2, I got to take oatmeal baths, which I hated at first.
I never took an oatmeal bath. I did take a chamomile one, though. But unfortunately, I wasn't in school. It was the beginning of summer break. And the first month had to be fucking spent at home by myself in quarantine. And so my boyfriend and I just started dating, and we didn't even hang out again until a month later. Because I got, once I... like was done with the whole chickenpox thing, he had to leave to visit family in California for 2 weeks. And then when he came back, the day he came back was the day that I left to go to Mall of America for a week. So it was more like a month and a half that I didn't get to see him.
Yeah, bad timing at its max.
Yeah. But I did get to meet Vertical Horizon though.
Ooh. Nice.
I saw them in concert where I lived, and then they actually did a signing the following day at the Mall of America, and I happened to be there.
I got to see Eve 6 live when I during the year I lived in Bama.
I think I've seen Eve 6 live before when they did the Summer Cell. They used to have a music festival here in town. They don't do it anymore. Because I was able to see like Leonard Skinner, Styx, Chicago, Journey. More like Sugar Ray performed. I saw Our Lady Peace. I mean, there's so many. The worst one was Nickelback. They were all fucking drunk out of their minds.
Oh, I think if memory serves, Eve 6 was, at least the singer was.
They had a giant pot leaf as a drum head. And they were like, you couldn't understand what fucking Chad Kroger was singing because he was wasted. And then who was the guy from American Idol that Ruben Stoddard? He was supposed to perform, but he couldn't fit on the plane.
Oh, Peter Dinklage. Peter Dinklage is a freaking treasure.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, crap, I really screwed this one up.
For some reason, I always thought his name was Dirk Dinklage.
Dirk Dinklage.
Have you ever seen the movie Tiptoes?
Mm-mm.
Don't.
I don't know. Have you ever seen Arrow Manga Sensei?
No, not yet.
Oh.
It's basically degeneracy.
Oh, looks like you have a fan vegan.
What? Oh,
right
okay,
on,
cool.
right on.
Perfect.
all right.
Not really.
All right, all right, all right.
I'm not gay.
That doesn't change what I just said. I saw Ario Speedwagon. They were good.
I've only heard one REO Speedwagon song. That was like from like, it was Keep Loving You. I don't know, something like that. And to be honest, it was mainly from like
Want to
JoJo.
keep on loving you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's the name of the song. To be honest,
I was kind of pissed that Styx didn't perform Mr. Roboto though.
They didn't. If memory serves, they didn't really like doing that song live.
Yeah. Right, Bella? Trying to think of some other random bands that I saw perform there.
Favorite song from Styx though, gotta be "Come Sail Away."
Oh yeah,
Oh,
and
good
I don't
song.
know if you're gonna believe me, but like I actually got into like Foo Fighters mainly because like JoJo, because there's this character in like Part 6 that's just called Foo Fighters, and like somebody like played some of the music for like some of the bands and like song names that are referenced in JoJo, and I happened to list it happened to be Everlong. Yeah, so
Everlong's
that's
a great
kind of
song.
what got me into.
Did you know that there's a woman singing in Everlong?
Oh no, I actually didn't know.
Yep.
Yep. If you listen to it carefully.
What's the lyric?
It's just like, where it goes do 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 do.
Like at the beginning? Oh.
Yeah, throughout the song. There's actually singing in it. It's not just instruments.
Like
There's a woman
right around
who
where...
says, and she sang.
I thought that was the same guy.
They're both kind of singing it, but there's a woman in the back. Like she blends in very well with the music.
I'm gonna listen to it since I actually could do that like right now. Since I was like playing it like while we were like while I was just sitting back and like listening to what you guys were saying earlier.
I'm gonna head off. Y'all have a good night.
All right, take care.
See y'all next week.
See ya.
See ya.
Yeah, I don't know if we're going to continue with the Saturday thing, but we'll have to talk about that.
Yeah.
Privately. Eric Cartman nearly ruined that. What song?
Come Sail Away.
Oh. I mean, that's a good song. It's not my favorite, though, by Styx. I like Renegade. The jig is up, the news is up.
Yeah.
You finally found me.
Keep forgetting this.
Renegade, you had a mate. Late 70s REO was their best stuff. I'd agree with that.
You guys don't hear the music on your side,
No.
right? Okay,
no,
good.
I would have muted you just in case.
Okay, because I don't want to get us copyrighted.
Or the stream would just be muted. Or, if anything, I could trim it out, but... Yeah, who else performed? I know Aiden and I talked about this because I was telling him about all the bands that I've seen live. Oh, yeah. I don't know. Okay, Comfort Doll just kind of reminded me of it. I also saw Blue Oyster Cult.
Nice.
And
was this around the time of Hate Me or Into the Ocean?
That's
wrong group. My bad.
That's October.
Yeah, I feel so stupid right now.
It's all great. They performed in that festival too.
Let's see. Don't Fear the Reaper.
Of course.
Blitzkrieg Bop. Wait, no, not.
Nope, that's not.
Not Blitzkrieg Bop.
No, that's a Clash.
Yeah.
I like how this went from trauma channels to movies to music and everything in between. Do you not know our channel?
I mean, we're just people that just hang out occasionally.
It's a variety channel.
Yeah.
It's the easiest way to describe it.
That's why we call it the Novakast.
Oh, and video games, of course.
In 18 minutes. At least my time. It'll be Magi's birthday, so.
Oh yeah, it's right. Well, it's already like the 18th for me.
I mean, technically, it's his birthday now here.
Yeah.
I are,
me and MJ are in the same time zone.
If you're watching this at any point, Magi, happy early birthday from me.
Happy
Fuck
birthday,
off and
Magi.
die. I mean, happy birthday.
MJ, now is that any way to speak to Magi?
Yes.
Only just doing that because I spoke badly to you.
No, I'm a smartass. Do you not know this already?
Oh, I do.
He should be, or Magi, if you do watch this, your shirt's coming on Tuesday, dude.
He currently doesn't have internet, and his phone service is not really all that good.
Yeah. Oh yeah. By the way, it's been a while since we talked, Magi. Best of luck to you. By the way.
I got him a T-shirt. It says, "Oh hey, Big Zam," and then I got him a autographed or signed CD, the newest NSP album. I got him a signed copy.
It's difficult for me to come up with a gift since I don't want to spend too much money like I did last year. Since like I can't like.
I'll make sure to try to clip this or like kind of take this out so I can we can show them.
Ooh, Stevie Nicks, Bad
Company,
Jim
Jim
Blossom.
Blossoms.
Oh, Bad Company. Oh man, I've listened to it.
I think I've even seen Goo Goo Dolls live too.
Oh, you have?
Yeah. Because every year we haven't done it in years, but here there used to be a music festival every summer, and it would be like 2 weeks long, and various bands would come and play.
Oh, awesome.
And they usually had like a lot of like B and C tier bands, but then like there's usually like one huge act that would come by.
Awesome. I've only listened to one song from Google, and that was like Iris, I think it's called.
Mm-hmm. From City Angel soundtrack.
Yep.
Yeah, that's like the only song, although I really do love it.
You probably know Slide as well.
Why don't you slide?
I think I might have heard of it. To be honest, like I said, a lot of these like bands like that, like I'm kind of listening to is mostly like from JoJo, so I'm still like new to a lot of these.
That's creepy. Hold on.
On the phone, father hit the wall. On this own you, don't suppose I'll ever know. It means to be a man, it's nothing I can change. Live around it. I wanna wake up where you.
Isn't that gonna get us
I won't say anything.
So why don't you slide? I love that song. I like Iris though a lot better though.
Yeah, I really love Iris.
Then there's what was it? Baby's Black Balloon.
Want the world to
Baby's
see
Black
you.
Balloon makes me fly. Yeah, that's a good album.
Almost fell into that hole in your life.
Like, I guess I don't. The reason why I'm not remembering all the concerts that from that festival, just because it was so long ago and there were so many at a time. Like, it wasn't like where a concert where go travel somewhere and see. But my first show I ever went, like my first concert aside from that, was Tool on 9/11.
Oh,
like actually like on 9/11, on the day of 9/11.
Oh,
Yep.
very nice, Comfort Doll.
Damn.
And yeah, at times their songs got really depressing.
Oh, Blues Travelers came here once too.
Very nice.
I live near the state of New York, so it makes
Aren't
me
they the
wonder,
ones
like, how
who
many.
did the Hook?
Something in my head. What? The Hook.
Aren't they the ones that did the Hook?
The Hook?
Yeah. Because the Hook brings you back. I can't really sing Blues Traveler all that well, so I'm not even gonna bother trying.
I think so. Yes. Wait, what is Hook?
Yeah, it is. It's just called Hook.
I'm reading the lyrics, but I don't remember. Now it's my turn to mute myself.
Yeah.
I'm glad these headphones can filter out, like, honestly, anything that I'm listening to on this computer.
I really wanted to watch Hootie and the Blowfish. See Hootie and the Blowfish when they were together. Huh?
They came here too. Hootie and the Blowfish.
Nice.
Oh, once upon a midnight trip, woke with something in my head. Couldn't escape the memories of wondering what she said. Like a game show contestant partying. Yeah. Can't believe my
I'm just having too much fun.
Right. Honestly, favorite hoodie song for me, though, as depressing as the song is, Let Her Cry.
Good song.
Love that song.
I'm definitely I need to write this down somewhere. No, I was just
Sonic came once too.
Say what?
I think Semisonic came into town too before.
Very nice.
Yeah, she has a decent voice.
No, I'm not even trying to sing well.
I mean, it still sounds alright.
I wish I could sing like I used to, but I fucked up my vocal cords.
Still sounds alright.
Oh, tell that to Ash, because anytime I try to sing, she will meow at me and then try to bat at me.
You know, me being the hopeless romantic go ahead, sorry.
No, you're good. That was it.
Me being the hopeless romantic that I am, one of my all-time favorite groups, even to this day, is Savage Garden.
Oh, Savage Garden! I've heard of them. I've listened to one of their songs. Like it's truly madly deeply, something like that.
Yeah, third track off of their self-titled album.
Yep.
Yeah, that was like
they only had 2 albums.
No, they didn't.
At least released stateside.
Yeah.
They had different versions of that. The eponymous album, though. Eponymous meaning same name. So Savage Garden.
MJ's got a fan.
I shall not, Bella. I still like Tears of Pearls.
Yes.
I remember.
In the ground, ruin all the weakness and hurts to let behind we cry. Tears of pearls. We do it.
We do it. Affirmation is my favorite Savage Garden. That one's not bad.
Nice.
I still like the self-titled album the best.
Honestly, my favorite song, one of my favorite songs from them comes from the Affirmation album. No, 2 of them actually.
The Animal.
Hold Me. And oh god, now I need to look at the track list. I feel so bad that I forgot it. No, I hate the Animal song. I am sorry to those that like it, but I cannot stand it. It was overplayed. It was overplayed. Gunning Down Romance is another of my favorites of theirs.
Fleetwood Mac. Have any of you guys heard of that band?
Yeah.
Never.
Stevie Nicks.
Stevie Nicks and Lindsey Buckingham.
Oh yeah, Bare Naked Lady. Can't go wrong with them.
I've listened to a few of their songs.
The first that
you've ever watched,
as far as Savage Garden goes, so many of my favorite songs from them come from their self-titled album. Violet, 1,000 Promises.
For Savage Garden?
1,000 Words and Promises. Those are 2 different tracks.
Oh man, those sound like good songs.
Off of their self-titled album.
Are you still talking about Savage Garden?
Yeah.
Okay. Didn't know if you were talking about Fleetwood Mac.
Mm-hmm.
I wanna run the jungle with
I've listened to 3 songs of Fleetwood Mac, which is honestly more than a lot of the bands that you guys mentioned. Sorry to interrupt your singing, MJ.
No, you're good. Please do. Let's see.
Hey, it's pretty good.
Nah. But I mean, most people know what Bare Naked Ladies did, or the Big Bang Theory theme song.
Mm-hmm.
Tusk, The Chain, and Go Your Own Way.
The Chain.
Yeah.
Have you ever loved me now?
You will never love me again. I can still
break the chain. Sorry, I don't know the lyrics off the top of my head. I just
It's all good.
Yeah, it's good.
Now that I looked up that's what I call music.
I still remember Tantric's cover of it, and it's pretty good.
Oh my god, Tantric! I forgot about Tantric. Hold on. Let's see what's for now. That's what I come to. We've got track 1, "Baby One More Time" by Britney Spears. We've got.
I used to have a crush on her. Go figure.
I feel so bad for her right now.
Right?
What happened?
She's basically being controlled. Like, she's under a conservatorship, meaning that she has no free will of her own, basically. Like, she can't control any of her money. Like, basically, a conservatorship is given to somebody when one is unable to take care of themselves or live independently.
Jesus Christ! What? How did she end up there?
Because of, like, her meltdown back early 2000s or late 2000s, like, you know, when she shaved her head and everything, and had a mental breakdown. So her dad and her lawyer, his lawyer, got into a conservatorship, and so they basically control everything about her. And she tried getting out of it, and she was denied. So there was a whole movement, #FreeBritney. It's really interesting to, read and like.
Oh,
how is that entirely legal?
Interesting.
That was reversed.
Still, it's a shame that so many of her songs, like, she was forced to sing higher than what her voice is. Either that or they changed the pitch. I don't remember which.
Oh, she did. She won. Oh, wait, no.
In so many of her songs.
Hold on.
Which is such a shame because her normal singing voice is honestly really good.
Cool. Her dad was removed. Well, because did she still try to have her somebody? All right.
Why did I write? Oh wait, never mind.
Good for her.
Hydrogen.
I'm so happy because, like, her Instagram posts were sad. She didn't look like, because, like, there's these conspiracy theories. Like, somebody had said, like, hey, in your next Instagram story or whatever, if you need help, wear yellow in your next video. And her next video, she wore yellow.
Bare naked ladies.
Mm-hmm.
There's
little music I don't like now. Bluegrass is okay.
For the fall road.
Let's see.
And I heard you. Nope. Messed up the lyrics. And I begged you. Let me take you home. You were wrong. I was right. You said goodbye. I said good night.
Let's see.
My God, I bet we're probably gonna get copyright takedown from, like, all.
We are too good, Aiden. Let's see. Track number 2, "You Get What You Give" by New Radicals. Track 3, "Millennium" by Robbie Williams.
Oof.
Closing
Little brother
Time.
played that song to death.
Closing Time by Semisonic. Sweetest Thing, the single mix from U2. My Favorite Mistake by Sheryl Crow. Praise You Radio Edit by Fatboy Slim. I Think I'm Paranoid by Garbage.
I miss Garbage.
I do too. Shirley Manson is a treasure. Never There by Cake. Because of You by 98 Degrees. Goodbye, single version by Spice Girls. Take Me There by Blackstreet and Maya featuring Maze and Blinky Blink. When a Woman's Fed Up, clean version, R. Kelly. Everclear makes another appearance with Father of Mine. Great song. And the next one's also great. What I Got, the clean version by Sublime. And then we got I'll Never Break Your Heart by Backstreet Boys. Hard Not Life, Ghetto Anthem by Jay-Z. And then Everybody's Free to Wear Sunscreen by Baz Luhrmann.
For the longest time, I'll Never Break Your Heart was one of my all-time favorites of Backstreet Boys. Not gonna lie.
I'll Never Break... Oh, okay. I was thinking of Quit Playing Games with My Heart.
That one's good too, but I'll Never Break Your Heart.
I used to like Backstreet Boys way more than NSYNC.
That's a good question. No On Vogue on that?
Yeah. Oh, I have an En Vogue album. What's the song that I love from them? Don't let go.
I think it was called Don't Let Go.
Was it? Don't let go. Yep.
But I'm not gonna lie. As far as Backstreet Boys go, Larger Than Life became my all-time favorite of theirs.
That's a good one.
It just has that energy to it.
Speaking of M. Vogue, it reminds me, I mean, you and I talked about this fairly recently, about the song The Boy's Mine.
Oh, from Brandy and Monica?
Monica, yeah.
Yeah.
You need to give it up, hadn't about enough. It's not hard to see the boy is mine.
It was on Brandy's Never Say Never album.
Not yours, but mine. Not yours, but mine. Not yours, but mine. God. That was. I used to listen to that on repeat, and whenever we play on VH1 or TRL, I'll be like, "Yeah," because I had the Never Say Never album. I didn't have Monica's album though. It's not her sister who's in charge. Okay, cool. It's all good.
Real quick, Comfort Doll. Do you remember what you were saying? Yeah, to? Because I'm not sure.
So that's on number 3. Last one I'll do for the 90s. All right. Oh, take a guess as what number 1 is for now. That's what I call music number 3.
Mm-hmm.
I'll give you a very memeable song that everyone memes or uses.
Star.
Yep. Smash Mouth. And then American Woman by Lenny Kravitz. What's My Age Again by Blink-182, which I got called once that I was a Satan worshiper for having Enema of the State. Because I was staying the night at my best friend's house in 8th grade, who had the same name as me. And I just had that CD and we were listening to it. And then her mom was like, "This is the devil's music. You worship the devil. Now play some Mancala with her brother." Like, what? And then she made me call my parents while they were shopping, Christmas shopping, to come pick me up because of that. It was ridiculous. Bailamos by Enrique Iglesias.
Oh. I'm not sure if I can still hit that range.
Bailamos, let the rhythm take you over. Bailamos, take it over.
What was that conversation like when she told your parents like that you worship the devil or some stuff?
Oh, she didn't tell my parents that.
Oh, okay.
No, she told me that in 8th grade. Sometimes by Britney Spears. Then All I Have to Give by Backstreet Boys. Tell Me It's Real by Casey and JoJo.
What was the one before the Backstreet Boys song?
Sometimes by Britney Spears.
Okay. Good one.
All I Have to Give by Backstreet Boys. Tell Me It's Real by Casey and JoJo. The Rockefeller Skank by Fatboy Slim. And then Nookie by Limp Bizkit. Come on. Come on.
Take that cookie.
I remember hearing the radio edits of that. And then Special by Garbage. If I Could Turn Back the Hands of Time by R. Kelly. I bet that those lyrics in that song title are true for him. Get Gone by Ideal. What's that song? Get Gone.
Rings a bell, but I cannot place it.
Next one is Shantae's Got a Man by Shantae Moore. I haven't heard that one either. Next one is Hey Leonardo, She Likes Free for Me by Blessed Union of Souls. That's a good song.
I've not heard it. Honestly, only song by Blessed
have.
Union of Souls that I've heard is the one off of the Pokemon the First Movie soundtrack. Brother, My Brother.
Hold on. She likes me for me, not because I hang with
Wait, that's Blessed Union of Souls?
Playing Fargo. Think is
That's Blessed Union of Souls.
yes.
Okay. I didn't know that.
Because I hang with Leonardo or that guy who played in Fargo. Think his name is Steve. She's the one for me. And I just can't live without her.
Not gonna lie, I honestly couldn't stand rap back then.
That's not
But
rap.
I was talking about Limp Bizkit.
Uh,
I was getting to that.
I
But
still can't stand rap.
I honestly didn't care for Limp Bizkit, especially because at the time the only song known by him that I was aware of was Nookie. And what caused me to start liking him was the duet that he did with Jonathan Davis on the Follow the Leader album.
Y'all have to hear Richard Cheese do Down with the Sickness. Is that the one where he's like, or where he just sings it really badly? I'll have to look it up later. R. Kelly like Onision. I don't know if Onision pees on girls. I do not.
Yeah, the lounge version of Down with the Sickness. Yeah, that was actually pretty good.
Well, yeah, I agree with Bella. R. Kelly's so much worse.
R. Kelly?
And then we got...
I've heard of him for all the wrong reasons.
Yeah. I remember singing I Believe I Can Fly in karaoke for my 13th birthday party. And the place that had the karaoke, they recorded it and gave it to me for my birthday. And then my best friend, she filled out a slip for my brother to fucking sing Welcome to the Jungle.
Oh, I've listened to that.
But he wouldn't do it. And so one of my friends
Paradise
did it instead. And he was just like, knees. All right. And we got Why I'm Here by Oleander. Happily Ever After by Case. The Hardest Thing by 98 Degrees. And Out of My Head by Fastball.
My head was
out of my mind.
Was waiting for an invitation. It was hard to
find. No matter what I say, no matter what I do,
I'm meant to do bad
things to you.
I need to look up these songs like later on.
Yeah. Sad and time you spoke up to.
Okay, fuck it. We're going for 2000. All right. So, hey, first one is Larger Than Life by Backstreet Boys. Second one is You Drive Me Crazy, Britney Spears. Third is I Need to Know by Mark Anthony. Fourth is Candy by Mandy Moore. 5 is Blue Dabba Dee by Eiffel 65. 6 is It Feels So Good by Sonique.
Oh, wow. I forgot about Sonique.
That sounds familiar.
I think it was Sonic, or pronounced Sonic.
It's spelled Sonique.
Yeah.
And then I Belong to You by Lenny Kravitz. I Knew I Loved You, Savage Garden. I remember dancing to that during the spring fling in 8th grade. That was like the first slow dance that I did with my first real boyfriend.
What was the first slow dance?
I Knew I Loved You by Savage Garden. I knew I loved you before I met you. And then I Want to Know by Joe.
Of course.
Try Again by Aaliyah. Oh, that's a good song.
Oh, hell yeah.
Dust yourself off and try again. Waiting for Tonight by Jennifer Lopez. Get It On Tonight by Montel Jordan. Feel My Kisses by Ben Harper. Then The Morning Comes by Smash Mouth. Meet Virginia by Train. I Try by Macy Gray. This Time Around by Hanson. And then All the Small Things by Blink-182. See, I like that one because they were making fun of all the different pop idols in that music video.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I used to have a big crush on Mark Hoppus, but not so much anymore. Even though I really like Tom DeLonge.
What about Bill Cosby?
Fuck that. I like nerds. Tall nerds.
Nice and scrawny?
Nope.
I was about to say, oh, that poor person, whoever you end up with. Oh, wait, never mind.
I'll be sure to tell him that. Right? Hey, babe. He just got home. I thought Aiden was going to bed 5 minutes ago. I really miss the club I used to sing at. Low drama, very friendly. Their policy was intolerance will not be tolerated. Nice. She said bedtime now. You go to bed now.
No.
I'm just doing chemistry on the side while you guys are talking.
Yeah, I gotta get grinding. I found some pops from the dinosaur series. Or that
Nice.
Yeah. I have fuck, what was the baby's name?
Baby.
Baby. Yeah, I have Baby. I have a stuffed animal version who talks.
I'm the baby, you gotta love me.
Yep. Not the mama. Fuck, what were the names of the siblings?
I haven't watched that show in so long.
Do you know what we're
Was
talking about?
Lorraine the mom?
I thought that was the daughter.
It may have been. I can never remember.
But Vegan, do you know what we're talking about?
No.
Okay, hold on.
Not the
There
mama.
was a show on ABC.
I can look it up right now.
I'll just show on stream so everyone can see.
Alright.
There we go.
Littlefoot.
Turn on my camera
That's
for you.
Man Before Time.
Mm-hmm.
Dinosaurs.
Here it is.
Oh! Wait, hold up. I think I've seen that somewhere before.
Charlene is the daughter. Robbie's
That's right.
the son. Earl is the dad, and then who's the mom?
Okay, well, I don't think I've ever watched it, but I've definitely seen or heard of it somewhere, because it definitely looks familiar.
Yeah, I have a stuffed animal of Baby, and now looking back, I'm like, good God, he's fucking creepy,
Yeah, he is.
and he's annoying too.
Oh, hell yeah, but you can't help but laugh at his antics when it came to him and his dad.
That's what you call
To me, all that is just future birth control. Oh crap! Since we're on this kind of hold on, bump and wait.
Alright, I'm gonna turn off the camera.
Did I do that?
That was Urkel.
I know. Oh, gods, no.
What?
Bumping in the night? No, thank you. I didn't care for that show.
Oh, I liked that show. Saturday morning cartoons.
That guy annoyed me.
I mean, I found him less annoying than Baby Sinclair.
Fair point.
Because this was like the era of like reboot and shit too.
Yeah. Never got into reboot.
I used to watch reboot. I liked reboot. But sometimes
That
it
like in
made me think of, huh?
Was that like on Toonami?
No, Toonami wasn't even a thing then.
It was on.
It was on ABC.
Okay, then I'm
Yeah.
thinking about another show then.
It did eventually start airing on Cartoon Network / Toonami.
Mm.
Yeah, okay, then I think I'm thinking about a different show.
No, you're thinking of the right show. It was all CG.
Oh, okay,
Computer
yeah.
programs.
Yeah, okay.
Some
yeah.
episodes were kind of dark.
Oh, hell yeah.
Like you would not expect it to be on like Saturday morning cartoons.
Especially
Oh.
after, what was his name?
The main character?
No.
Or
the little boy.
oh crap, what was his name?
Especially when when the time jump happened and we followed what happened with him.
Since it's after midnight in Central Time, happy birthday, you fuck!
Yeah, happy birthday. Happy birthday, Magikarpgosplash.
Yep.
You
Almost
animu
like-
asshole.
You are right on that, Bella.
I can be the asshole because one of the first things Magi fucking said to me, literally the first thing he said to me 3 years ago.
I like you because you're a bitch.
Exactly.
Yeah, I remember that.
I remember hearing about it. I almost never heard the end of it.
Well, because it could, like, really? Like, I wasn't even bitchy back then. Or at least not that point. I am now, but I'm not. I wasn't back then. But baby looked like my other younger brother, John. Oh boy. Happy birthday, officially, Magi. He was good in the Buffy the Vampire Slayer. I don't know if I saw the movie.
I don't recall him being in that. The one that they based the pilot of the TV series off of?
I'm unsure.
He did reprise. The guy who played Pee Wee did reprise his role as Penguin's dad in Gotham.
Yeah. Paul Rubens?
Yeah.
I think I used to have the chair from Pee Wee's Playhouse. He was in a Cheech and Chong movie with the lady that played Elvira. Elvira has not changed in terms of her looks.
Mm-hmm.
Right,
Like, she still looks the same. Big boobs and all.
You guys talking about an anime?
No. We're talking about Elvira.
Okay, because when you guys were talking about big boobs, I thought you... Well...
Yeah, Elvira. Do you know who Elvira is, Vegan?
Nope.
Not to be confused with Elmira from Tiny Toons.
Yeah. The boobage is not as pronounced.
It's in terms of the name.
There you go.
Oh.
Mistress of the Dark.
Oh yeah, he was the head vampire's sidekick in the movie.
Don't know how to react to it.
What? The movies that she's in was like PG.
Mm-hmm.
Paul Rubens is he still alive?
Yeah.
He's old. I know that much.
He still looks young.
How old is he now? Oh, yeah, that's not too bad. He's almost 70. Wait, it says program, you don't know Jack for him? What? Why does it say you don't know Jack?
Cameo. I don't know.
May have used some clips from Pee-wee's Playhouse.
Oh, no. He was the host of the ABC show, You Don't Know Jack.
Oh yeah, he was.
I forgot they did a show of it.
And that's how. And then it became an actual game.
No, You Don't Know Jack.
No, it was based on the game.
You Don't Know Jack's been around since like the early 90s.
It was a board game at first.
Mm-hmm.
Ah.
Yeah, Jackbox is a newer development, but You Don't Know Jack's been around since the 90s. My brother and I used to play it as a kid. When I was a kid, he was not.
It was the more hip version of oh wow, I actually got the name of the game. Where you go around answering questions and you get pie pieces.
Just how Monopoly's now, you can now play Monopoly online.
Trivial Pursuit.
Yeah, Trivial Pursuit.
Sorry, it took me a second to register what you were asking. JR and I were just talking about You Don't Know Jack yesterday because we were watching a documentary on TV of Jeff Dunham, and I was trying to learn ventriloquism, and I was like, man, he should do the voice for the dummy in You Don't Know Jack, but he's actually good at it. The dummy can't speak well.
Be right back.
Tom Gottlieb reprised roles Cookie Masterson. Tom Gottlieb, that name sounds familiar too. Your uncle knows the woman or Cassandra Peterson, who plays Elvira. She does have good assets. Paul Rubin. You're not that old, are you, Comfort Doll?
70. Okay, I
I
can
tell you. What message, Bella? Sorry if I'm forgetting.
Looks like the dementia's kicking in early.
Wouldn't surprise me.
All right, I'll stop.
Maybe I'll forget it in a few minutes.
I know you have like. I think you said you had bad short-term memory.
I have really bad short-term memory, but my long-term memory is excellent. It's so weird. And I'm not stoned right now, so...
It used to be the opposite for me. I remember the exact timestamp of a video, of course, like that I like watched like an hour ago in school because my teacher was showing us a video, and I remember the exact timestamp. But then sadly, like now I can't even do that.
I was supposed to... You're 58. Wow.
Whoa.
You're so wise. Notice I didn't say the word old. You're 58 years young, my dear.
That's 58 years younger. 42 years younger than 100.
Yes, math is a recurrent theme on this podcast. All right, give me a sec, Bella. I'll do it now before I forget, dementia and such. Hey, Bella says hi, cutie. Yes. He just goes, oh, hi. And Ash immediately runs in here. Yep. She is pissing me off the whole time. She keeps jumping up onto my desk and knocking shit down, taking down bracelets. Speaking of which, there should be one out in the hallway somewhere. Did you see it? There should be an orange one. Because I threw it out there to get her out of the door so I could shut it.
Hey,
She keeps jumping down and like right now.
I think you'll remember this.
Cat.
If Jesus can walk on water, does that mean he could swim on land?
You're not an old lady comfort doll. Anyone who tells you that is full of shit.
Aiden, can you hear me?
What's up?
If Jesus can walk on water, does that mean he could swim on land?
That's a Burnham quote.
I took that from Ronnie because like he said, I believe he said like it was like when he was high or something like that he sent me that through text.
Yeah, Bo Burnham makes that joke. In his song, he's like this, I try not to get a big head or anything, I want everyone to have a good time, and I don't like it when people do this, but here's a song about me as God.
I hope he's doing well.
Pussy Problems round 2 million. Or wait, 20 million? Wait, hold on. Hi, 20 million. Hold on, if I can move the mouse she's laying on, I'll show you what. There she is.
That's cute.
She was laying on my mouse earlier and on top of this keyboard.
Why don't you use maybe one of your cat toys to like maybe just distract her?
That's what I did with the bracelet. I threw it out in the hallway.
Like string.
Well, she goes nuts. He just said that she was going nuts out there, but like, yeah, because my pin board, as you see, quickly gonna move the camera. Like, it has a bunch of random shit on there, so she thinks that it's hers, but she doesn't seem to care at all, except for when I'm doing something. Like when I'm teaching, she always gets in my way. I call her kitty mascot rather than like teacher's pet.
I mean, that's
There's a kitty condo in here. Yeah, or professor's pet, but I call her kitty mascot.
It's literally a teacher's pet.
Yeah. Yeah, my little asshole kitty. Who doesn't like it if I cough or if I sing? Doesn't want me to put her collar back on, which is okay if I ever post poetry. Like, it kind of sucks because anytime I take a picture of her with a collar on, I always have to make sure that I edit it because
Yeah.
My phone number's on her tag. I just get paranoid. Yeah, now you got it stuck, huh, dummy?
Can't you like put a? I don't know if this is true with cats, but I know with dogs you could like apparently put a chip in them or something like that in order.
Yeah. We got her from a shelter, so they have to be chipped.
I don't think your desk would be able to hold up if that happened, Bella.
She's not a cuddler though, which it's kind of a bummer. What?
Maybe you should
She
have
doesn't
gotten
like to cuddle. She likes to be next to you, but she doesn't really like to be like. She doesn't like to get on laps or anything like that. She did when I visited her at the shelter. Like she jumped on my lap and I didn't prompt her or anything. But when we brought her home, like she does not like being on laps. She doesn't like her belly rubbed. She doesn't like being picked up all too often, unless like she doesn't mind it at times. But like, you probably heard her when I pick her up, put her down on the desk. Like she was like, ew, like don't. Like let's see, like she's doing right now. Hey,
goodness, Bella, you mentioning that number just reminds me of the frickin' of your stream. How many times you had to dial the first 3 digits?
Hey, baby.
In that game.
You mean 231? Fuck off.
Still hear it. Hearing.
Yes, Bella. But I mean, like my allergies aren't bad with her at all. I thought I was worried because I've always been allergic to cats. But I do take Benadryl pretty much on a daily basis, so. But she's got a new kitty condo in here, which is over here.
I was gonna ask
that was like cheaper than the one that we have out in the living room that I got her at PetSmart. It was like $100-something, but that was only $68 on Amazon, and it's so much better.
MJ, I was gonna ask. Now that you've had both a cat and a dog, I don't know. Would you say you're a dog or a cat person?
I mean, I've always been a dog person. I got cat fur on my nose. But, I mean, now I like both. I wish that she was a little more affectionate, but that's just a personality rather than the animal. Fur all over my face. I wish she would cuddle. That's the only thing. I wish I had a cuddle buddy. Like she doesn't like to lay on my lap, or she'll come into bed, but she won't lay down. She'll walk over us, but she'll sometimes lay on JR's lap or on his chest in bed. Really? Again, are we pulling out thumbtacks? It's a love-hate relationship right now with you. You little pussy bitch. Come here. Quit trying to knock that down.
Maybe make her into a meal.
Ha, Asian joke.
Okay, that was really in poor taste.
You think? She does not, if anything's near her level, she will try to take it down. Like, I had some pictures on the other side of this pen board, too, and she's taken every single one down. But I have, a poster that I did back in high school of JR, and I just random music quotes, and I have it pinned back here, and she just wants to take that shit down. But she's probably not going to make the same mistake again, me trying to trick her out of here. But I need a new pin board anyway, so no. But no, we've been streaming for over 3 hours, 3.5 hours.
Yeah, I've literally had time to clean up all my books with hand sanitizer and even do a few chemistry problems.
Yeah, I gotta get to doing some work. But you're not gonna let me do that, are you little shit?
MJ's
see if
really
she does
trying to
it.
make this public. Crimson Rogue has had the same problem with his cat.
The episode of Digimon's out.
Is Digimon still going?
Bella's
Oh, yeah.
dogs are so
They rebooted the original.
Hey! Oh, God.
Alright, now just clean this spot.
Get down.
And
All right.
that's currently ongoing.
I'm going to have to call it. I mean, it's been a while and I got to get some work done too. Plus, I have an asshole cat that won't leave me alone. Hi.
Yeah, and plus I pretty much done all the cleaning, so I'm gonna have to also get back fully focused into my work instead of just doing it on the side.
I mean, it's been fun though. I'm having a good time. But also, Aiden needs to go to bed.
After I watch that episode.
But what a cute little asshole. I'll be sure to not tell her that.
I don't want to talk,
Get to her
MJ,
head.
considering it's literally more late for you than it is for Aiden, and probably myself as well.
Yeah. Since I did the outro last week, who
Aiden.
wants to do it this week?
Aiden, I'm not experienced.
None of us really are.
Okay, fine.
I think Aiden and I hate doing the outros the most.
All right, I'll try to do it. God damn it. Be nice. All right. This has been MJ, Phayn, or Aiden, and me, vegan student, or just vegan.
As well as Rob.
Rob and
Ronnie.
Ronnie, Casino Solo 1. And yeah, it's been nice. Of course, it's been nice. Thank you all for tuning into the podcast, and we'll see you all next time.
Peace out.
Goodbye.
Yeah. Sleep well for those of you who are able to.
Yep.
Have sweet nightmares. Bye.